J Squad.
We gotta find. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. Now what do we do? That's the first clue. We gotta find.
No, I'm not. What are you talking about? No, I'm not. I'm not.
I thought I hit the button. That's not a good start to the stream. That's not a good start to the stream. Anyway, how's everyone going? Been an interesting day, as always, on the internet, which started out yesterday, I believe, or the day before. Who knows anymore? As just cheating allegations. Has you don't know, Simon. You have no idea if I was muted. I was holding for what's it called, for dramatic effect. That's what it is. But anyways, we have some drama that was originally just cheating tent, and now we've got trans phobia and all sorts of other things involved. It's a mess, man. And I was just going to cover it because it was interesting to me, the cheating allegations and the stuff coming out with like the aimbot community. Excuse me. Yeah, just the AIM community. Oh, yeah, it was absolutely a nothing burger. Like, it was something small you could take into, and it'd be fun to talk about back and forth on the cheating stuff. There's like an interesting subject there, but now it's been shit on by the culture war. So this is what we have. This is what's going on. This is our life now. You just instant culture war slop. But we're going to get into it. We'll take a look at a couple of videos, some, things like that. I've been told that the AIM community doesn't exist. So we're going to take a look at the AIM community too, or at least, I guess, some people who have made some posts about it. But first, let's take a look at what's going on here. Boop. The Village. My two new pigs, War, Sass, and Ray. I already messed up and kind of got them killed. Let me make sure that my sounds aren't going to overpower. I always forget that. Oh, yeah, it's turned down quite a bit. That should work. The only one that I really care about, the UI, right? Because I want it to beep at me, even though I don't pay attention to it. So anyways, I've been thinking two options, and tell me what you think is the best, or I'll just figure it out myself when y'all are completely silent. I'm going to either build a base here, or when the gravity event happens, I can keep it minimum here, build up food, and build a ship and just go flying somewhere. So y'all tell me what you want to do while we wait until that point, if you even pay attention to my Rimworld stuff when I'm talking about drama. But that's what we're doing there. All of my games offline are absolutely successful. It's weird that I can't do it online, and that's just not me coping, all right? So let's get right into the drama, right into everything that's going on. So if you aren't aware, we have Riley, who is a at Wargaming Dad Rimworld cheating allegations. Don't be bringing up those. I swear I don't have a pawn aimbot or anything like that. But this is Riley. She I don't know her pronouns. We'll figure that out later. Is the most locked in cat girl of all time. So I figured we'd start here, since this is kind of the heat of where it all started, right? This post. So let's watch and see what's going on here.
You did follow me in Delta Force era. That was so long ago. Oh my god, what the fuck? That was nuts! Wow, I flicked straight at that guy through the wall. Oopsie. Targeting 240 FPS? Good computer.
Did you change your account profile picture? No, this is my alt account. I decided, since I keep doxing, or since I keep leaking all my emails, that I would go to my alt account that I used to hide. Clearly not me, so that they'll never know. Oh yeah, so now you know where my alt account is. Don't tell anybody, all right? Don't tell them. I need to use that to sneak around. So one thing I'll say here, like, all right, my initial looking at this, the Alyssa Informant account. No, I just do that on main. That's why I had to make this, because they're seeing all my stuff on all my Alyssa leaks on on main. So this one is for watching videos. So I'll tell you, the first time I watched this, I came away with the same knee-jerk reaction everyone did. Like, this clearly looks like aimbotting. And there's things that people have talked about, like we'll go in here.
What the fuck? That was nuts!
This one is used as, right, a talking point that he was cheating because it immediately went over to the wall. But I think we're going to get into some stuff that might disprove that in a way. Might disprove it.
Wow, I flicked straight at that guy through the wall. Oopsie. Targeting 240 FPS? Good computer.
Good computer. What's like, okay, even that one, like, I'm no professional at all. You watch this one, but if you watch this shot, like, he's already not directly on target, right? So if it was an aim bot, I feel like it would directly lock on to the target, and then he adjusts and kills them. A lot of aim bots that I've seen don't even. A lot of aim bots that I've seen too don't even try to hide it. They generally like snap right to the head for the most damage, quickest kill.
Play though. Hey teammate. Whoa!
I mean, the gameplay looks crazy.
So I just got a free Abyssal Dagger.
That's so insane.
I also want to make note of one thing, something that has been pointed out to me too on this, is when you're watching the video, this is clearly clips, right? And I think it was Damaged brought it to my attention that if you really watch his gameplay, this is not like the entire this is not how he plays the entire time, right? So we'll kind of go over that a little bit, because I'm going to pull up his stream and we'll watch some of his normal playing and compare it to this. Most casuals don't realize that people that play FPS at a higher level are playing a whole different game. Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, I was arguing about the validity of the AIM community today on X, and you know, the thing was like, I've never heard of it, and it was like, yeah, of course not. It's a niche FPS community that all they focus on is being the best aimers in the game. So you're talking about a small percentage that can perform that way, and then AIM Lab servers has over 100K, really? So, I mean, it's not that small community. What's the other one? Kovac or something like that? I remember seeing that one. So it's like, this isn't new. And if you go, like, I considered pulling up a pro video and watching that to see the difference, but we'll see if we get there. We'll see if we get that far.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's all clips. I mean, clearly these are the guys that when you're in a game and you immediately get fucking floored, that you're like, that's a bot. That's a bot. Yeah, they don't play to this level much in the full game. It was mainly I always play to this, look how amazing I am, that fueled the cheating drama. Yeah, I mean, it's clearly clipped to show all the best ones, to be, you know, to give that another one, really? They're attacking immediately. Who is it? Just one guy? All right. Get out here. But yeah, it's clearly meant to show off how good you are, even if their whole play style isn't that way. But You know how it goes. Where is this guy at? Hold on, guys, hold on. We're gonna. Oh no! Get him! Get that motherfucker! Get him! Boom! First slave. Or do I have slaves? Is that part of my ideology? Yeah, slavery. So we need slaves. I don't even have a place to put them. Oh, we killed him anyway. All right, cool. Remove his skull. And dinner. We need a butcher spot. All right, let's go back here. But I'll keep it up on the main screen just so y'all can see this one.
1,000 viewers and you're calling me famous. No way! I just lost a nutty clip to Bloom.
I mean, look how long it took on that kill even.
3 TS, what the fish?
Even on that one,
Oh my
like,
God,
hold
yeah.
on. Is that the last one? We got that.
3 TS, what the fish?
Like it even marked before he
3 TS.
right before he shot, right? Yeah, it marked right before he shot, so it's not like he didn't know the guy was there. Is that the Terminator? What are you talking about? Terminator where?
Oh my God.
This isn't COD. So anyway, that's the video that started this all. And at first, it was just cheating drama, right? That's all it was. People complaining that this guy was cheating and he needed to get let go. He needed to be kicked out of the community. He was evil, right? And you know, like I said, my knee-jerk reaction was to agree, right? It just looks too good. Like, I'm a shit FPS player, so this guy would absolutely piss me off while playing, and I would rage quit probably. But then, and there was some, you know, talk back and forth. The AIM community started coming around, and they said, you know, oh no, we're this isn't cheating. He's clearly, you know, been practicing his aiming. And I think even in one case I saw that they were like, he's not even that good at it. Here's one guy or gal or whatever that came out and they were showing, I guess, their video. Riley T, easy 1059.443 WR. Guys, does that mean my aim is just like cheats? I now have WR on both easy, hard, and in reply variant. Now the cheater girl scenario. Oh my God, I must be cheating. So we'll watch this one too.
Yeah. OVO Sound 2025.
I 100% thought it was cheating after I saw their hand cam for proof tweet. The hand movement doesn't match, but people say it's because they lift the mouse sometimes. Yeah, that's a possibility. I have a habit of doing that while I play too. I'll lift my mouse, which at the point it's stupid to post that as proof, since, you know, the hand movement wouldn't match. Right. They were trying to do it, but a lot of times when you get into these situations, like who was there was a Monster Hunters player that she was a good player. Like, she was highly skilled, and she had the woman parts to pull in people, so she was really popular. But then she tried to say that she could do a blind run, basically with no practice, and then spent forever trying to prove that she did it, even though it was easily disprovable and clear that she had cheated on multiple levels. So Carl Jobs made a video on her. Yep. Yeah, he did back, you know. Yeah, it was a dumb argument. So I don't know that the hand, and even nowadays, I don't know that the hand really proves anything, right? I could make, I guess he was live on stream maybe, but which is always funny to see because these high skilled players with good aim will call you lame for outwitting them. Yeah. Well, I was looking through the community too, and you know, it looks like this community suffers from a lot of the same stuff that like League of Legends and other competitive games like that suffer from. You got a lot of these aimbot guys that are really just gurus who don't teach you anything. So you don't really get better, but you're paying them money to do it. So it's definitely got its community issues.
Where the fuck the function? Where the fuck the function? The way I feel right now, I feel like we need to be all alone. So
I mean, I couldn't even do this good, and this doesn't seem as skilled as
teasing me. Stop teasing me.
As Riley looked.
Keep begging you to stay, but you're leaving me. Leaving me. We got sticks in it illegally. Got the whole 6 side, they believe in me. We got members east of the DVP. We got members west on the 401. We got a lock on the.
So, I mean, we don't need to watch all of that, but you get the point. Like, other people can do similar things. And we're gonna watch a video on the cheating scandal, but as all videos, or as all internet shit goes through, when it comes to video games, the culture war likes to put in their fucking 2 cents. So we're gonna watch 2 different perspectives. I haven't watched either of these videos, though these people talking online about it, it's just been brain dead takes all around. So first one we're going to watch is a channel favorite, Smash JT. Because if anyone can tell me about gaming, it's Smash JT, right? So, so let's see what he had to say about this particular drama.
Viral, originating from an account called Riley. They said the most locked in cat girl you'll ever see in Battlefield 6. And turns out that this person was actually aimbotting and cheating. And they're
okay, but there was never we need the trusted Smash JT insider to figure out if Riley was cheating. Are you really going to make me sit through a Jeff Slop video? I am, Simon. I am. But just for you, and because I can't do it, we're going to put him on 1.5. I mean, he was the first one to put out a video on this, and already he's just immediately jumping to conclusions. It's like he didn't look into anything. He was like, it was found out that they were aimbotting. No. They were accused of aimbotting, but no evidence of them aimbotting came out. Just a bunch of mass reports that got their channel taken down for like a few hours. It wasn't even a whole day. So let's hear more of what Smash has to say.
They're trying to claim that they weren't. And I gotta be honest, guys, when I watched this the first time, I saw right away, I'm like, yeah, that's not a person playing this.
I hate to say that Smash JT sounds like a normal person on 1.5.
And the way you can tell is how they spin the mouse and stop on a dime exactly where a person is that was not even in view when they got to the point of starting to spin the mouse.
So already we've looked at the video. Now, one of the points that has been put out in Riley's defense is that in all of the videos but one, you can see the mini map. And you can see the person on the mini map that is shooting you, right? Play it at half speed makes Simon really feel, I can't do half speed. I will have a seizure. He already talks so slow when he's talking that it just bothers me. But, I mean, this idea that you can't get so good at aiming that you can stop where you think the enemy is and get it right, like being able to judge on the map exactly how much you need to turn. That's kind of fucking, it's not even looking into the situation, right? And I'm not even on Riley's defense yet. I haven't looked into everything that comes with it. The most of the things that I've fought online with people about are either the trans tent, and I don't even think I talked much about trans people in there, and arguing about this AIM community. Armchair anti-cheat specialist. Yes, a guy who probably doesn't even play FPSs, if you ask me. I don't think I've ever heard of him picking up one. He'll pick up games that people buy for him, but what does he know about the innards of the first-person shooter genre? Has he watched any first-person shooter games? Because even in games like Overwatch and Valorant and stuff like that, they're on point with their aiming. Oh, you think Smash is bad when it comes to talking slow and getting to the point? Wait until you watch Rev. Don't tell me that. I'll put him on 2.
It's like, okay, that's aimbotting. That it's a telltale sign. There was no wiggle. There's nothing. It's just in a perfect shot, headshot every time, no matter what. No matter.
He doesn't. He's looking at it at like normal speed. There are clear sections when you look at this that it does wiggle a little bit. It's not always directly on target. It's just not even a second thought.
Where they go. That's aimbotting. No human could do this. And if you were this good, you would be on FaZe Clan, the #1 player they have worldwide. You'd be touring. You'd be amazing. Like Ninja would be bowing down to you and asking for your signature. You wouldn't be some rando wearing catgirl ears on a cartoon character just doing this. So
I would play. I would pay to play Smash JT 1-on-1 in a first-person shooter. Double the money for Quake 3 Arena. I mean, this guy would get bodied by the higher-end players. No, these dudes who play on these higher levels are just on a completely different level. It's like you trying to jump into a game with someone who is, you know, a master in League. You're going to get your ass fucking handed to you of how close and detailed they are. Smash talking about others should live their lives. I really had to put Rev on 2 just for him to get to the point. I mean, I had to skip a good portion of Carl's video because I didn't care about the super autistic breaking down of how the Australian bankruptcy system works.
So obviously it is aimbotting, and they're trying to act
obviously
like it's not that. I don't know how much proof you need, but damn, I watched this probably.
Proof of an actual aimbot being used would be nice.
Like 10 times so far. I'm like, yeah, this is too perfect. The first one, when they see one person, it's like, okay, I can understand that. You move the mouse, you got him good. But then you just go to another one, go to another one without any jittering or anything. Like, bro, come on. How gullible do you think people are, right?
He does realize these are multiple clips, right? He actually did think about it for a second and realize that these are multiple clips put together, right?
And you would think this would be like a open and shut case. But no, they continued in a follow-up post, and they said, for everyone still doubting me, cope and seethe, and quote tweeting their video here. And this is another one. Use a hand cam to prove I'm not cheating. Can't wait for week 2 of the Battlefield 6 beta. So this person is now grifting off of cheating. They are literally stealing the identity of a good player. That's the way I look at this. They're not actually the person they say they are. They aren't this good. And they're showcasing a hand cam of someone moving a mouse around. What the hell does that even prove? It doesn't match the motions at all of what's happening on screen.
Well, I mean,
here's my proof, guys. I'm definitely not cheating because here's a separate camera of me just shifting my hand. Here we go. Ready?
I don't disagree with them on the fact that the hand cam didn't really prove anything on it, but there's no proof that he is aimbotting, right? This isn't like that one Asian chick who accidentally pulled up her wall hack on stream. This is someone who could be very skilled at the game, but you don't know.
That doesn't prove anything. The fact that they do this like seriously and think that people are gonna like buy it, it's actually classic. Because when you get caught dead to rights, of course, the first thing you're gonna do is, oh no, you don't actually understand. I wasn't cheating. Let me double down and prove it to you. Oh, exactly.
Yeah, okay. This is a dumb point. Everybody, whether you're cheating or not cheating, is gonna double down and say that they weren't cheating. Why would a person who isn't cheating say that they were cheating? Like, what is the right answer if you're not cheating? To say you didn't cheat. Yes, people will lie and say that they didn't cheat, but like, you can't use that as the answer. Oh, well, they said they weren't cheating, so obviously they were cheating. That's fucking dumb.
This does. It's the creed of a pathological liar. And Riley followed up saying, as always, every...
Now, Smash might know something about pathological liars, so he, maybe he knows something I don't.
Single clip was hit on stream. You should follow me there to see more. So now they're trying to turn this into a grift of, hey, you think I'm cheating? Who cares? Just come follow me. And maybe...
Yeah. That's the whole point of the clip, is to get people to follow him. God, I hate this fucking grift thing. Like, even the anti-wokers are calling people grifters now. I've been deemed a grifter by the anti-woker, and funny enough, a Nazi by an anti-woker. It was the most interesting thing I had heard in a while. Like, never heard that one before. But... these guys they're not real. They just can't be real people. Like, you're not even looking. He hasn't looked even objectively at this situation. OFC Riley is going to capitalize on the drama. Smash is such a sped. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. When you talk about like clout online, everybody on YouTube who's making videos is looking for some kind of clout, right? Smash JT is looking for clout. He was looking for clout before, when he was spamming his videos in a bunch of chats that didn't give a fuck about him. He was searching for clout when he was adding Bo Blacks to try and get him to put him on Twitter replies or whatever his show was called. So it's just, clout is just a dumb argument, right? It's a dumb argument when people use it against him, and it's a dumb argument with him using it.
You'll see for yourself. Maybe you'll find out I am, and you can break the news to everyone else that I'm cheating, or you can maybe believe me because I just do this, and this is what I do, and I'm a pro, and I don't want to go to FaZe Clan. I don't want to do any of this stuff. I just...
Yeah, you realize that not every good player, like, just because he's good doesn't mean he's good enough to be pro. And some people don't want to be pro. Some people don't want to deal with all that bullshit. I mean, the pro community has its own sort of hells to deal with, right?
I just wanted to keep aimbotting and pretending like I'm not. More people. Alucard says, sent you an XDM of another cheater in response. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm curious if Twitter thinks I'm cheating too. And they're like, now people are trying to grift off of a cheater by also cheating and aimbotting. This is the problem. This is what we're getting to now, is people are very good at the games, and then there are people that cheat, and they're all getting thrown into the same bucket. And it's very frustrating to...
They're thrown in the same bucket because you have no idea what a cheater is. So you see a guy and you're like, oh, he must be cheating because I can't do that. Funny enough, EA and Activision have yet to take any action. Yeah, because they may still be looking at it, right? So I'll give it that. But you would think this guy would get pretty banned out pretty quickly if it was obvious he was cheating.
Play an FPS online with randos and not know if it's truly talent or if you're just getting bent over by someone cheating. So I can see a lot of frustration coming from this, and it's going to be something that could potentially plague Battlefield 6 if it's not fixed.
I mean, cheating plagues the entire FPS genre and any multiplayer game in general. Companies have done very little to actually curb the cheating, so that Battlefield 6 is going to be plagued with it is probably true because they all are. And honestly, I don't know how seriously they take it during free open betas. That's true, too, because I guess if someone gets on and is already cheating on it, they can at least use that data against the cheaters.
Replied, you flicked and locked onto someone behind a wall. You're using the same aimbot. So, yes, you're a cheater. We have Artix who followed up saying, disgusting cheater, just breaking the basics down. 14 seconds in, let me actually I'm going to read this while I play it so that you can see what he's talking about while it plays.
Oh my god, you did follow me in Delta Force era.
I'm going to mute him. Oh, yeah. And they're like casually talking during it too, which tells you. 14 seconds.
Battlefield is a party game. Like, it doesn't even matter if someone is cheating. Yeah, it is more so. Like, Battlefield was one of my favorite games growing up. And it was because it was larger maps, vehicles, slower combat. Like, being a sniper actually meant you could snipe people. Me and my buddy used to just get into a tank and just dominate back in the day. And it was a different kind of game than COD, and that's why I liked it. It was more down to earth, I would say. I'm actually disappointed they have sliding, even though I've heard that it's not as prevalent as you might think. But I also don't play a lot of first-person shooters anymore. I play a lot of war crime games.
Locks onto enemy through the wall, shoots at wall, relying on aimbot. First attached pick. There are several other kills where.
So who is this guy that he has the wrong screen up? Who is this guy that he's talking to? Like, what is this guy's credentials, or is he just saying shit?
This same behavior repeats. 22 seconds in, the tracking for the enemy and the vehicle's speed matches the vehicle's movement speed. This is why the rotation on the minimap is so fluid. Ooh, good catch. 29 seconds.
Power slide is a blight on shooters, and I'm glad the final says weak sliding. Yeah.
Second attached pick. 54 seconds to 56 seconds. The aimbot lags due to enemy latency, which is why, unlike a normal player, the cheater's tracking is stuttery in this example. 59 seconds. I mean, God, we got the FBI on this case. Locks onto the enemy.
I mean, if you think FBI is just a retard who's picking out timestamps and saying shit, then I mean, I don't have a lot of faith in government either. So,
but not in view. However, you can see down to allies. Cheater immediately resets. Third attached pick. There is no reason to ads here. No visible enemy. At 1 minute 23 seconds, locks onto enemy immediately after killing an enemy that had no information shown. Immediately after adding the enemy indicator appears. Only it's after cheater aimbot snapped and adds fourth attached pick. 134 seconds. Locks onto enemy behind the wall immediately after killing the visible enemy. More repeat aimbot examples of geometry conflicts. 142. You can see where the cheater is so used to just adsing while relying on aimbot that they just ads and start firing, hitting the wall.
I don't like cheaters, but some cheaters that just troll I find funny. Like back in Modern Warfare 2 classic days, where cheaters made everyone jump 100 feet high and bleed dollar bills. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Actually, I was watching a fun channel a while ago that what he did is he built cheating software, but it was actually a trap. So he would build like aimbot, but what it would actually do is it would snap to the target, but then the rounds did 0 damage. So that's a lot of fun. Or if people were trying to use a particular hack, it would throw them off the map. Oh man, beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. But yeah, I mean, a little trolling could be fun.
Walls, doors, and other geometry until a clear line of sight with the enemy. And then they've edited it saying, you should be entirely deplatformed for profiting from your cheats. There is no bigger plague in gaming culture. And I gotta be honest.
I don't know. The video I'm watching is a pretty big plague on gamer culture.
I agree. I'm not one for deplatforming people, but if you are actively cheating, deceiving people, and lying to them about...
What are you talking about? You're all about deplatforming people, Smash. This is a little off topic, but you want to deplatform an entire news outlet because you don't like what they say. You're absolutely for deplatforming people.
About it. And ruining other people's experiences to put yourself on top of them and people call it out and catch it. It is abhorrent to see this person grow their brand off this.
What's going on, Blake? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. We are watching Smash JT on 1.5, because I can't listen to him any slower. And of course, he has the most retarded takes on gaming in existence.
And double down and triple down on it over and over again. These are screenshots that were attached by Arctics.
Smash, you don't know Smash JT? Man, Smash JT is one of the funniest idiots to watch. He thinks he's like the culture war king of the anti-woke. But but really he's being sued into oblivion, more than likely, by a woman known as Alyssa Mercante. I'm boasting a little bit, and I shouldn't be, because I don't really know how the case is going to go, but I have my hopes.
Shout out to Arctics for the incredible breakdown here, because I read through this. I paused it while I was playing. I was like, damn, he's right. He's right. Every time, over and over again. He's right. He's right. He's right. We got many people chiming in on this. We got Permaban said, VTuber caught using cheats in Battlefield 6. Passes it off as legitimate attempt and brags about it.
Hey.
In comes Niara trying to paint it as transphobic. So calling out cheating in a multiplayer game is transphobic? Buzzwords mean nothing. And that's a screenshot.
Says the guy who constantly uses buzzwords, and his little friends love to use buzzwords against me. Oh, one of those Elon Musk wannabe tubers. Oh, yeah. Well, you can't put him on Elon Musk level yet. He's more sucking off Asmongold, trying to get, his videos watched on that platform. But let's go back. He didn't even read her comment? Okay. So Nere, is that how you pronounce her name? Nere? I think she has lost the plot too in this. We're going to watch her video. They're all Tectone, him, they're all like trying to push out of the gaming sphere, I think. And Smash had his first kind of success with this collective shout stuff, but in the end they're trying to move away from gaming culture war, because it's failing now, because no one wants to hear their shit, to general culture war and politics. And Asmongold is the #1 political YouTuber right now, though I hear he's going to take a break. Soon. Oh, brother, Asmongold stinks, literally and figuratively. So let's see what Nira said. Bigots mass reporting her Twitter account and dogpiling on her just shows that this space is flooded with toxic, insecure men who can't handle when a woman is better at games. The transphobia makes it so obvious that they want to push us out and thus eradicate from public life. Like, this is such a typical bullshit, like, lefty politics push. Like, this isn't the argument. Now we're pushing away from the cheating allegations and into just culture war bullshit. And I don't think Nere was the first one to make a comment on it. I think it came out before she started commenting, but her takes have been not good. Not good is what I would say.
Phobic. So calling out cheating in a multiplayer game is transphobic? Buzzwords mean nothing. And that's a screenshot here. Quote tweet said, if you hate video game cheaters, you're transphobic. And this is a screenshot of Nayara. Bigots reporting her Twitch account and dogpiling on her.
I'm non-binary, asexual, anormatic. I don't know what that one is. Pansexual, gender, non-conforming, queer, gender fluid, and autistic. And I suck at the game I play sometimes. Based. It's all right. I suck at the games I play all the time, and I'm just a straight dude, a straight white dude at that. None of my privilege helped me at all in my video game skills.
Just shows that this space is flooded with toxic, insecure men who can't handle when a woman is better. Where have we heard all this before, guys? Every single time, I swear. The transphobia makes it so obvious that they want to push us out and thus eradicate from public life. All right, bro. Like, holy shit. What is your major malfunction, soldier? What is going on? And we got Tectone chiming in as well. Grown man pretending to be a little girl, cheating in an open beta while denying it in every post.
Another brain dead take.
So effing gay, brother. Get a grip. I really do love Tectone, how he just calls shit out like he sees it. I appreciate that.
It is true that you would like a man. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. I'm trying to be good.
But they are trying to use the, transphobic. Oh, you hate trans people. That's why you want to call this person out. That's why that's the only reason you care about it. Like, bro, you can't use that as a shield anymore.
And this is where I think all of this stuff ended up messing up. Like, there was genuine criticism of like the cheating versus the non-cheating, right? You started to have a lot of these AIM community guys coming in and saying, no, this is bullshit. They're clearly, been practicing their aim, and even then they were like, they still kind of suck at it. But now that the transphobia argument has been pushed in there, that's all it's ever about. Trans rights, transphobia, trans this and that. I like Nire, but she's posting a lot of cold takes lately. Yeah, she really has. Like, I just started following her, and because I had seen some takes, I was like, all right, this is interesting. This might be someone that I would interact with and things like that. And then seeing this, I'm like, come on, girl, what's going on?
No one gives a shit. Remove your fucking cat-eared character off the screen. Literally nothing changes. People would still be very pissed about this. I legit, I do not understand how someone, even if you're trans, how someone could look at this and objectively be like, yeah, these people just hate trans people. That's why they're mad at it. It's like, I guess it only makes sense in the viewpoint of, if
I'm waiting for the day when they want to rename transportation.
you're delusional enough to look down and see a penis and then say you're a girl, then of course you're going to be delusional enough to be like, yeah, people are transphobes. Like, no, you're not understanding your own sexuality. You don't understand the
way. This guy doesn't understand the way the world works. Yeah, I've called her out twice yesterday on some of her bad takes. Yeah, I haven't dipped into it yet. So, we'll see how that goes. I thought about dipping in today, but then I got into a long Twitter thread with someone else, and I just kind of moved on. But we'll see how this goes, because it feels like this is ramping up to be at least another couple days.
People don't listen to you or believe you because you're delusional yourself. That's why your words mean nothing and have forever and always will. Call it transphobic if you want. It's a mental illness. And I guess at that point, I will leave that one there.
I always thought the worst thing that could happen while playing a horror game was maybe needing.
Whoa. Didn't even get the ending. All right, so smash retarded takes as always. Next, though, since we've been talking about her, let's see what Nire's takes are. So now that I've been harping on the anti-woke, let's look at a wokey and let's see what they say.
Posting these compilations, people would be like, oh, that's insane. But now it's like, oh, this is a trans woman. Oh, this trans woman is using like a cat girl avatar. Oh, must be a groomer. Okay, so we got another takedown situation. Literally who? Okay, if you don't know who Tecton is, Tecton threatened me with his dad. Okay, this person, this trans woman.
Threatened you with his dad? Is that?
He's playing Battlefield, the new Battlefield, and is basically, streaming and posting the best clips. Like even me, for example, if I would take my Valorant highlights, even I could have like a 30-second compilations of me actually hitting shots. She was posting the most logged in cat girl you'll ever see in Battlefield 6.
Why it's transphobia is being brought up, then goes on a anti-trans rage or anti-trans spurg out. Yeah, I guess we'll see. Yeah, that's the thing, that Tectone is annoying as hell. I have a lot to say about Tectone. I am not a fan, and just saying he's annoying doesn't even hit the tip of that iceberg. But we'll go from there. Tectone threatened her with his rapist father. Is that what happened? Well, he did call you gay. He called me gay? Or Simon? That's funny. I didn't even see if he called me gay. I gotta get my stuff straight. All right. Let's keep going with the trans take.
Wait, actually, small account 6.
Hold on, what did that say? Maybe I could have just read that instead of. Grown man pretending to be a little girl, cheating in an open beta while denying it in every post. So fucking gay, brother. Get a grip. Oh, that's just Tectone never has anything interesting to say. It's always the most basic bitch takes I've ever heard. I don't think this guy has the intelligence to actually commentate on stuff.
Girl you'll ever see in Battlefield 6. Wait, actually, small account, 6,000 followers. I think had 5,000 before. 27 million impressions. That's crazy.
Jesus.
And these are just like the clips. It's just aiming. Just being decent at aiming. There was this one flick here that they had.
Oh
like,
my
using.
god, what the fuck? That was nuts!
Flick to the other side, shot the rock. And behind it is the enemy.
Wow, I flicked straight.
All right, hold on. I need y'all to ignore this right now. That's about to happen. All right. We need to eat. They don't have much meat. Travelers armed. Y'all don't like that? We're cannibals. Get over it. You need food.
At that guy through the wall.
Oh my god. Must be cheating.
Okay.
That Twitch seems to be banned. Yeah, because they mass reported her. If you're a small little trans creator and you get into the spotlight like that.
On that too, she's back up. There was, I think I have it. Because Jay Viper, excuse me, I'm sorry, Gay Viper, every time Tectone shows up, it's always him being an antagonist to some community. Yeah. So Jay Viper said like she's come back, right? She got unbanned, and he's like, is at Twitch now blocking the ability to report this catboy streamer who is blatantly cheating? Yeah, probably. It's some anti-spam methods. This is one of the few cases that I could absolutely see. Absolutely crazy that at Twitch Sport unbanned the Catboy, and he's back to cheating again on another stream with aimbot. These dudes have the most basic takes. It's like you can't even. I don't want to use the specific mental illnesses that I think they have, so that I don't disrespect the mentally ill people who are clearly smarter than them. But yeah, so yeah, probably because they've been getting mass reports, and Twitch has decided that there is no validity to it. On his post is still getting likes. Oh, I mean, you just sound retarded when you say stuff like that. All right, let's keep going, girl.
You face this sort of like harassment that's just like normal, and it's being justified as like, oh yeah, but like you are cheating. I'm not going to like comment on whether or not someone is cheating or not. Like, I did grow up in this space, right? For me personally, this just like looks like a clip compilation that I see someone like, I don't know, Shroud would post, and then Shroud would get celebrated, right? This is just like flicking to a different target and doing micro corrections. This is just like the new flashy.
So she at least has more knowledge, it seems, in that community when it comes to it, because this is stuff that I've heard too with them, that this is kind of small things, and it's not uncommon amongst the AIM community.
And it's replacing like the trick shotting, right? This is literally just like the new era of like gaming, and it feels like there's like this overlap of like misogyny and transphobia.
See, and that's where you start to lose me. Like, it's the normie retards who are talking about this. Okay. The normie retards who are talking about it that aren't like the anti-woke brain dead retards are they just normal? You're looking like back in the day, I would say before the aimbot community, I don't know how long it's been present, this would have clearly looked like cheating. Oh, not that much. She's a Valorant player. Oh, okay. But yeah, this clearly would have been seen as cheating, right? Because there didn't seem to be a lot of players. There wasn't a big pro community. So yeah, this would look like cheating. But now in this day and age where you've got people who get so autistic into the details of it, is it? Do you really know? Are you actually skilled enough to understand what's going on or have the knowledge to understand? Yeah, and as a casual player, okay, so she's not detailed into it. She's just pulling the I was part of the community, so I have knowledge. Fair enough.
The misogyny is like, oh, this woman is better than the average male gamer. We cannot allow a woman.
Yeah, this is an old argument too. Like I don't think you see this as much as you used to, right? Most people have come to the acceptance that women game too, and some women can be good, right? Where this is not the Gamergate era where if it was a woman, they were probably fake.
To be better at this game, and they're jumping to the conclusion she must be cheating. Oh, this is a trans woman. Oh, let's also be like transphobic. Oh, trans people.
Yeah, this is
like liars. Oh, they're pretending. You know, you're in a male-dominated space with gaming. A lot of misogyny that women deal with in these spaces is based on the fact that men are very insecure when it comes to women being better than them. Most of the time, it's just like a skill issue. Then it's
and I don't even think this is true and prevalent. Like the gamer girlfriend has seen a rise, right? And with more and more streamers, yes, there's more male gaming streamers than there are female, but there's still a lot of gaming streamers or female gaming streamers that play very well and aren't getting shit about being women. So I don't think that's not the case here. The case is this blew up because it looks like cheating from a normie perspective, and I think that's what she should be focusing on, and not this trans whatever it is.
also like, oh, you are a woman invading our spaces. You're not supposed to play Battlefield, you're supposed to play Stardew Valley type of situation. This is incredibly common, and it's the reason why you don't.
Okay, I just gotta. I gotta do something here. Duty. All right. Oh. Is this a female? Ray kind of looks like a female. Male. Rainbow soldier. Gay or trans. Female. Could be either or. Female. Male. Female. Courtney Rice, female. Mally, probably a female. And yeah, there's not like great views, but this COD is like an old stream, and they're still getting stuff for it. Let's look at Warzone, right? What's the latest Call of Duty? Is that still considered Warzone? Like this just isn't as much of a thing anymore. Live channels tagged Warzone. Female. Night. Rallied. Nobody. Female. Oh, they're in just chatting though. Why is it showing me just chatting? Where are the games? Show me the games. What do we do? God, Call of Duty is like way down. No one play that game anymore. Let's go Valorant. We'll go Valorant. I don't know if that's them playing or not, but we'll go up here. That could be a male or female. You can't tell by a PFP. Male, female character at least. Female, maybe a female. Like there's a good distribution is what I'm trying to get at, right? This idea that men still hate women in gaming is just not a thing. The anti-wokers may, I'm going to get canceled by proving Nira wrong. It's just not a thing anymore, right? Women clearly still play games, play FPSs and stuff like that. And not all of them have their tits hanging out. Some of them are genuine players. Not every single one has a link to an OnlyFans account. Even some of the ones that look decent, that look like they could have an OnlyFans account, don't. So this idea that people are just anti-female is just not real. It's not true at all.
Don't see that many women at a pro level in these games. They're actively being deterred from competing, right? Not just these teams don't want to play with a woman.
Do you have proof of that? Like, I would need to see proof. Like, to me, the I don't know that any of the first person shooter genres are even that popular anymore, right? I know that there are still professional leagues, but I know a ton of them have slowed down a lot.
No, it's like in order to get to this high level, you.
Funny though, but Smash JT would have defended Riley. Yeah, funny thought, but old Smash JT would have. He was absolutely for that. He would have been on her side, shirt off, ready to defend this cat girl.
You have to compete in like solo queues, and you have to go from team to team. You have to like improve. That's just like this entire journey. When I tried to be semi-pro in like Overwatch,
am I already getting attacked again?
And when I came out, my experience shifted. My experience got worse because of also like the transphobia going on in these spaces. And we are just like witnessing the worst types of people dogpiling on a small trans creator because she's good at a video game. It's not even that sticky on the cam. Yeah, it's just flicking and micro. Like look at these.
Okay, yeah. I still think this is like a bad argument, because even if you're saying like she's almost saying like it's not because, or it's because she's a trans female. But then Smash would go on a transphobic rant. I'd pay to see that, him with his shirt off defender and then immediately go into a trans rant. Like, it's just laying into this idea with no clear evidence of it happening. Sure, there are, shitters online that are going to do this, but the whole start of the argument was that people think she's cheating, and it's mostly, in my opinion, people who don't play in these niche FPS shooters, that don't go into the aim community, that don't use the aim stuff, or just aren't that fucking good. So they look at it and they're like, there's no way a human being can do that. That has to be a robot. You know what I mean? If something came out later that said that, yeah, she was using aimbot, then, maybe, but we're going to watch one of her streams because Damaged sent it over to me. And he says like her gameplay isn't 100% always this locked in. And the rest of the time she plays very normal. And I doubt that she would be turning her aimbot on and off just to make these clips, right? So like any player, she has good moments and she has bad moments.
Flicks. Like, it's not even that crazy. Flicking and then doing like the micro correct. That is normal aim technique. And they're like, no, must be cheating. And it's not like, oh, okay, this person, this creator is cheating. No, we gotta also make it about being trans. We gotta make it about the identity. We gotta make it about like, oh, we cannot allow trans people invading our spaces. We cannot have like trans people play games and get.
But who has said that? Like, even some of the most retarded people on the internet haven't said we can't let these people invade our spaces. You know, they're saying the normal transphobic stuff, I suppose, right? Like Smash JT being like, you're not a real woman, or any of the other stuff like that. But there's no one saying like, this person doesn't need to be in our space because they're trans. And I mean, if you're talking about shitters, like the one person account, then like, I don't care. Like, I don't care about what some 50 follower account says about trans people.
Get like celebrated for being good. This is why like this whole Valorant situation with, what was it, Fleur, who's a trans woman, was like so painful, because it was one of the trans women who were like respected and celebrated, and someone who was not just like an idol for like you know, trans people, but also women in this space looking up to her, and then it being revealed that, you know, like
when you watch that stream start around 1 hour and 10 minutes, that's where I started watching and watched for about 20 to 15. Okay, I'll do that.
Abusive things towards people behind the scenes, and then everybody blowing it up to be like, oh, this is why trans people need to be banned. It's just punishing the entire community for like the bad actions of some. At this point, it doesn't even matter if they're actually doing the bad thing. It just matters about like, oh, this person is trans and is suspected of doing something bad. So
I mean, so far, we're 5 minutes in, and all this rant has been is because she's trans, right? None of the other talks, not bringing up anything that could defend Riley from it, just saying things like, oh, this is just normal aimbot stuff. Well, show me something. Show me another video we're going to watch here that talks about this situation. Show me you know, the AIM community. Show me something other than just saying basically the mirrored statement of the anti-woke, right? It's not it's not always this idea of trans people. And I hate that I have to be not just going after the anti-woke, but I also have to be a transphobe to explain this too.
It justifies whatever we do to them. But yeah, like if it later on gets revealed that, oh, she is actually cheating, it doesn't invalidate the points that I'm making, because you're literally just attacking someone based on their identity. If she's cheating, f her for cheating, but that doesn't invalidate her being a woman. Hate on her for the right reasons. Yeah, exactly. If she was a cis man posting these compilations, people would be like, oh, that's insane. But now it's like,
no, yeah, that's a completely dead statement. Absolutely dead statement. That's not the case. No matter what she was, this would have came out and they thought she was cheating. Maybe it wouldn't been as viral. I don't know, but that's just another just blanket milquetoast statement that gets all the click words and checks all the boxes.
like, oh, this is a trans woman. Oh, this trans woman is using like a cat girl avatar. Oh, must be a groomer, must be a well, just cute gal doing gaming thing.
I know I'm a little shitter, right? Just a little 76 sub shitter, which, you know, brings up a good point. If you haven't liked the stream, like it, you know, so that we can get some engagement, and on top of it, subscribe to the channel so we can reach that 100 goal, and maybe some of these people will want to talk with me at least for the first time.
Things, that's all. Yeah, you get punished for being good at something because you're not the right gender and you don't have the right gender identity. If she were a cis man that was literally cheating, this wouldn't be news. It'd be some unheard of ban. Tekton is just reaching for controversy. I feel like at this point, Tekton is seeking out these like trans quote unquote issues like that. He, for the first time, is able to get support again, and is not going to get ratioed, and he's just like going like full into the grip. What's that proof that she's cheating? She flicked to an enemy, and it was behind like a rock. She just like flicked to the side, and you can see the enemy on the map. Sometimes moments like this happen. Women can't click mice. The internet, apparently. You can't have hand-eye coordination when you go on estrogen. Funny enough, once I started estrogen, I got better at games. So good, educated guess, no. Aiming.
Probably true. I feel like with her saying it, that this is probably a true statement.
It's basically like, so here's your crosshair, right? If the enemy...
Oh, no, not paint. Not paint.
The strategy is to just flick into like the vicinity and then do like a micro correction. You flick here and then you do this. All of the clips are like this. It's not like it's not like an immediate flick onto the target and then sticking on that target, but it's just like this, right? It's just like this. And there's like a whole community who is like practicing and perfecting these things with like Kovacs Aim Trainer. Is like one of the popular aim trainers out there. If you play a game for like so many hours, you're going to have a lot of clips like this. That is what they are like judging and basing off that she must be cheating because, you know.
Never go pull full pirate software. You are not wrong, Damage. I mean, what she's saying is kind of the gist that I've gotten out of it as a tourist learning about this community, right? But like she should be bringing up some of this stuff at the very least, or I don't know, watching a video, react to a video of one of these people who are defending this person, or even giving a critical view, right? Try and look at both sides of it and see where it goes. See what you can figure out. Just don't focus on the retard saying transphobic shit, right? It just, I mean, you can call out the individual ones as long as like shitters you should ignore, but I mean, going after like Gay Viper or some of those other people, then sure, yeah, call them retards, call them whatever you want, right? Call them a slur, but but man, just this is just bad. This is just a bad video.
Oh, it's too good. And it just like showcases like the trans misogyny because like, oh, a woman can't be this good because women can't be good at video games. It's also transphobia of like, oh, this is a trans person, so we gotta like dunk on that. And it's just going to get like rewarded and boosted. So I don't believe that she's cheating. You know, I haven't seen anything where I was like, oh, that's like very suspicious. These are like the situations that I wanted to talk about. Obviously,
also when you jump on the idea that you're just saying that it's because transphobia, you get this thing where because you're a trans person that you're just sweeping for them, right? Oh, we can't trust your opinion because you're just sweeping for them because they're trans. And that's kind of the argument that the other side goes with. So, you know, just diving into these outdated ideas that, you know, men hate gamers or gamer women and things like that. It's just shit, right? I can see why Nira is doing this because years of being mistreated, making her on edge all the time. Sure, I mean, she's been going into, I've seen where she's been going at like some of the bigger creators. She's making a name for herself and things like that. I get that, but you've still got to try and be objective as you can. That's what's going to help you win these arguments. I mean, and be entertaining, of course, because obviously she's been getting digs on people. But yeah, that's the stupidest thing they said all video. If they are being transphobic by calling them a man, then you can't say the only thing men can pull that off. That's fair. I mean, that's fair, right? But she did make the statement that estrogen kills your ability to your reaction time, right? That's kind of what she was hinting at. Oh man.
Talk about this stuff because of like the transphobia always going on, like these sorts of like drama topics, and you're like, okay, what is like actually going on here, and what can we like take away from this? And a lot of times it's like, we don't like this person happens to be trans, we get to misgender this person because
Yes.
you should have appealed to us, you should have been good to us. There's no such thing as a cat girl. Thank God I'm a fox girl. Me after reading this.
Everybody hates that bitch.
I mean, whoops. That
Why
was
is
just.
this kid allowed to go through?
Let's see here. I mean, she's starting to do well for herself, and she's obviously made a name. But I think that video was just. I mean, just bad. You could focus on a lot better things. And I mean, you could do that and still call out what you think is the transphobia stuff. But just flat out saying that all of it is because of transphobia just completely kills your argument with anybody else, right? People are tired. Normal people are tired of hearing the same woke and anti-woke arguments all the time, that it's transphobic or that you know, the anti-woke would be like, well, they're just saying that we're criticizing because it's transphobic. It's the same slap fist thing, and then no one really pays attention to what's going on. So while we're doing that, I wanted to watch at least a video before we go into the live stream and kind of watch some of Riley's content. I want to watch this video. I heard this one was pretty good. There we go. Ender's viral Battlefield 6 cheating scandal. My opinion on Riley CS. Cheating or legit? I don't know anything about this channel. Let's see. FPS. Oh, he's an FPS content and guides. So class system movement. Battlefield. So yeah, this dude is an aimbot guy, or not an aimbot guy, an aim guy. Looks like he peddles classes and guides. I don't know that it's guides, but he at least talks about it. CFI experience. I'd rather be friends with Bowser than be friends with Pirate Software. Yeah, I mean, that's a fair statement. Pirate Software is his own thing altogether. I don't even know what's going on. That guy is like tanking his career just because he doesn't want to be wrong, or he doesn't want to believe that he's wrong. Battlefield Time, SMB. So this guy does a lot of first-person shooter content, right? So let's see.
Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, we're going to be going over these viral Battlefield 6 clips that everybody on the internet is freaking out over. Asmongold made a video, Tectone replied to it. It had a quote retweet that hit 150,000 likes. People are just screaming over the hills and the mountains saying this is cheating, cheating, cheating. And of course, people want to know my opinion. I've been asked countless times already what I think about this because I'm a Battlefield YouTuber, and particularly a sweaty Battlefield YouTuber. So in today's
That's what I like to hear.
all of these clips, and because I actually know the person in this video, I have the raw files. So we're not going to be going off of Twitter quality. I have the raw files. I asked this person, Riley, questions directly to explain some of the situations in these clips, and I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the clips themselves. Now, there are a lot of clarifications that have to be made before we get into this. Some people are going to be quick to point out that Riley is in the same content group or AIM community or whatever you want to call it that I'm in. You can see in the bio here, this is Team EXE. I am a part of This is Team EXE. Some people are going to be quick to say, well, Enders, don't you have an incentive to defend Riley, right? Don't you want to defend your teammate? No, I have absolutely zero incentive to defend them. And actually, I would argue the opposite. I have incentive to get to the bottom of whether or not they're cheating. So if they are cheating and leadership somehow refuses to remove them, I can remove myself from the situation. So I have absolutely zero interest in being biased towards Riley. We really don't interact. For the purpose of this video, I contacted them to actually get the raw files like I mentioned previously. So we're going to be dealing with raw footage just to show, you know, the more high quality situation of what's going on. But I just wanted to make that very crystal clear. This is not going to be sort of, like biased Team EXE inside job video where I just defend everything Riley is doing. We're going to take an objective look at it, and I'm going to explain why these clips, in my opinion, are just simply not cheated. So first of all, what you need to understand.
So he's already coming out and saying, yeah, she's not a cheater. So let's see how he proves it.
When you watch one of these aim montages that Riley posts, is that this is their entire prerogative, right? They are playing for clip farming purposes. That is their play style. And they have.
Why hasn't anyone called Clara so she can make sense of all of this? Who's Clara? Got to remember, I'm in like weird spaces on the internet, and I'm old.
Done this in a multitude of different games. You can see the pinned tweet is Modern Warfare 3. Then we have the Battlefield 6 hand cam clips, which then we have the clip that went viral also in Battlefield 6. And just a couple more scrolls, you can see we have, this is Modern Warfare 3. This is Battlefield 5. This is Battlefield 2042. And actually, I have personal experience.
So it's not even
Riley in Battlefield 20.
It's not even the same. It's not even the same game. So everyone's been saying that she's she's cheating at Battlefield 6 beta, but it's just a compilation of all of her best moves.
42. And I can absolutely guarantee you, their playstyle is purely catered to getting clips. They are not careful at all. They likely spend, you know, for every 2-minute video they put up, they.
Hello, that popular content strike cheating clip where a girl blamed her friend. Oh yeah, I mean, if anyone knows, Carla knows, right? Oh, my friend left their cheat on. Oh.
20 hours or something like that. So that's something people really need to understand. This is a clip farm play style. There are certain elements of gameplay that are going to be relevant to that clip farm play style, like off-screen flicking randomly, 180ing randomly in the name of trying to get a clip. Some people look at that and just say immediately, oh my god, like macro or wall hacks or cheatings or whatever. No. And we're gonna be getting into that very, very soon. But again, you know, CS2, the more I scroll, the more different games you find. Black Ops 6, again. So, like, am I meant to believe that this person is just cheating in every single one of these games, and it took Battlefield 6's beta for them to get caught? I highly doubt it. Now, before I go over the clips individually, we're going to watch this one time.
Especially if she's known in the first-person shooter like community. Like you don't come up as a content creator in the community knowing these people, and then you know miraculously get caught after forever.
Just in its entirety, no stops. I have to mute it because there's copyrighted music and all that stuff, but we're just gonna let it play, and I'm gonna talk about some very important things to keep in mind. About the reaction this has garnered on the internet. So obviously with Battlefield 6, it's the first Battlefield game in a long, long time.
Oh no, really?
Be worth
Hold on. I gotta start this run over. Fuck me. I did something wrong. So apparently when I was so I had a problem. I thought I fixed this. Well, we're gonna just kind of let it play out. When I picked my race Borkin, there was 2 Borkins, but now I apparently hate myself because I'm the wrong Borkin. So my guys are just going to endlessly hate themselves. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to go to one of my... Oh no, go back. Go back! We're going to go to Rogolar. This is a good one. This one I've started. I built a ship. It's similar to the one we did with cracks, and maybe we'll find a new cracks in here soon. But it will. The next waster we get, we'll call them cracks or something around that way. But I've already built my ship. I've flown to a new area. We're about to milk this place for some stuff, and then I'm going to fly to the next area and get some more stuff done. I'm also making a lot of yayo. So, drug manufacturing, here we come. You're just going to have to enjoy this one. This is our new game now. Accept it.
Result of that, you're going to be having people that maybe have ignored gaming for a number of years come and get their eyes on anything Battlefield 6 content related. Now, with the way Battlefield is, it's a large-scale game. It has fairly beamy gunplay, as you just saw in that clip right there. It's going to attract certain players like Riley that want to clip farm and hit cool moments and then post them on the internet, probably baiting reactions as well. But you know, that just comes with the play style, I suppose. So it's a kind of a perfect storm of things that all culminated into the reaction over this clip, which in my opinion, I've been around Battlefield content right now for probably over 7 years. I can't name a single other situation that I have personally seen, including situations that I've been involved in, that have garnered as much vitriol and hatred as this particular set of clips that Riley posted just a couple days ago on Battlefield 6. Not to mention the fact that this playstyle really just isn't that common. It's not very commonly seen. It doesn't happen on console. You have a bunch of console players looking over here, and they're watching this M&K guy that's a cat girl flick around everywhere. And to the average person, this probably does just look like aimbot, and they don't think too much about it.
Yeah, I mean, that was exactly my argument. Like, new players coming into Battlefield, there's probably a lot of people like me who got out of first-person shooters because everything just became COD, and the sliding and all this crazy stuff. And back in the day, I liked knife challenges and all that other stuff, and there was points where I did enjoy the more, what is it called, the more this was such a shit map, the more fast-paced stuff. But Battlefield was always my favorite game because it was so slow-paced. So seeing, coming back into it, and like I said, my first knee-jerk reaction is, yeah, this person looks like they're aimbotting.
They look at it, they look at a flick, and they go, well, this guy's clearly cheating. Why would I even think about it? And I really feel like that is happening a ton with these clips. People aren't trying to deep dive. People aren't trying to look at anything in a rational light. They're just immediately assuming this is cheats. All right, now that we've watched it individually uninterrupted, we're going to be going over some of the specific clips in this video, mostly the ones that set off the most alarm bells for people, right? I think it's being referred to as the rock clip. That's the second clip in the video. We'll be going over that. I did ask Riley to provide me with specific explanations about certain clips, which I will provide to you as well. And there's also some interesting information that Riley provided me about some of the limitations and why they play the way they do. So we will be going over all of this. This is the very first clip in the video. Again, I have it muted for, copyrighted music, all that stuff. Sorry, YouTube, you suck. Just double kill here, right? Nothing really crazy. There's a little micro track there, but guy honestly barely moved. This is just a fairly standard double kill, nothing too insane. This sequence right here is where I feel as though alarm bells for the average person may have sounded off, because this is the first target switch sequence. Again, the entire reason Riley plays FPS games, the entire basically
shooters became too arcadey. Yes, that is exactly the way I looked at it. I liked the more I wasn't even a fan of multiplayer Halo. I didn't like the idea of being able to jump crazy amounts of distance just to I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I liked the more slow paced, running by myself. Yeah, sometimes it was a walking simulator, but at least it felt more real to me. As a guy who was wanting to join the army. No, I had just joined the military at that point. Damn. Hey, get that guy. Get that guy. No! All right, go kill. Kill! There we go. Are they running now? No, not running yet. Come here, you motherfucker. Come here. Watch this. Oh, I can't shoot. I'm all out. Close range. Oh, I got to get around. Close range. And you still can't hit. There you go. Okay. One left. One left. Where do you think you're going, bitch? Where do you think you're going? Get out. You better run. Run, motherfucker. All right. I got to save all my people. Rescue. Okay, boar. Go rescue. Normal one. We'll take that. These people, we'll take their skulls. Skulls for the skull throne. All right. All right, all over. Let's get back to it. But yeah, the arcadiness just kind of drew me away from it. I think it drew a lot of people away from it. So yeah, coming back in, and those players that have stayed dedicated for years are now flicking around the map like robots. Yeah, I can see that.
The entire point of their play style in all of these FPS games is to hit target switch moments such as this one. So let's break this down as best as I can. So they run in this room here. They see Riley sees these people in this corner right here. This is very important for upcoming sequences. But as you might have noticed yourself, there is an individual in the left corner. We see the shotgun, we see the hand, we see it all very clearly, but we also see these people here. So Riley, knowing that this guy's in the corner with the shotgun, kills this player first and then attempts to flick over. As you can see, Riley completely, badly missed. Badly missed. So let's watch that again in real time, and I'll stop it when Riley misses. So kills this guy in the corner, badly misses. And then there is a readjustment. So boom, boom.
Okay, like I didn't even see that, but yeah, clear miss. Why would an aimbot miss like that?
Then Riley realizes that, she fucking missed. Readjust to this play right here. Now, pay attention to what I told you previously. Riley's entire playstyle is hitting target switch clips. They have countless Kovacs aim training scenarios, countless, probably tens of thousands of hours in FPS games, and they do have a natural talent for aiming. So this very simple aim adjustment after this miss is nothing too big of a deal. The player is standing still in a corner. This is almost a can't miss scenario after the initial very wide angle flick that was a low percentage chance to hit in the first place, because again, it was sort of outside of FOV. So we see this aim adjustment here, boom, right on the player. Player dies, and then there is another flick to the third player here, rather. And you might notice there is an over adjustment. So boom right here, and then over adjustment again. So Riley over adjusts, flick, misses, readjusted, kills the second player, flicks to the third player, over adjusts, misses, and then there is another adjustment on to the third player. And then there is an adjustment onto, again, I'd say another can't miss scenario, a guy that is trapped in the corner. Let's watch this clip in real time. And I'll try to point out best I can everything that is happening here. So jumps in, left guy, miss readjustment, and then a easy kill in the corner. That clip, in my opinion, based off of my personal experience playing FPS games for tens of thousands of hours, that is absolutely 100% legitimate. Everything there checks out, in my opinion. There is just nothing suspicious about that clip. The speed isn't suspicious. There's just nothing suspicious. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, and you've got people who have like probably 0 hours in the game trying to tell people that, see, it's cheating. It's clearly cheating, but they didn't even take a second to look at it any deeper or get an expert opinion or anything like that. Oh no. Let's see here. All of my guys are mad. Even if this guy might be biased towards Riley, he at least did the bare minimum of talking to the person and get their side of the story. True. Now, I'm not always 100% on that. They're in a lot of ways you can reach out to someone and talk to them to get the information. But if what you have is enough information, then you don't necessarily need their side of the story. But either way, yes. But you also, guy's also a professional. He could have never he reached out to Riley to get the information and the hard files, and that's good. But if he had better equipment, he really never had to do that either, right?
Now, onto the rock clip, which is by far, the biggest, most hated clip in the entire video. So this is the infamous rock clip, as Twitter is dubbing it, and there is a lot more than meets the eye here when it comes to this clip. There's a lot of prior knowledge. There's a lot of clip farming techniques, I suppose you could say, in this clip, and Riley provided me explanation in their own words about this clip, which I will be going over after I break it down and explain it. So, Riley's pushing towards the C flag here. This is very important because Riley has prior knowledge that the C flag is to her left, which means that at any moment, theoretically, if there's a fight going on and they want to try to hit a clip, they could always flick towards an enemy flag because there might just be an enemy over there. Hey, Anders from the future, interjecting here just for a second. Just wanted to provide you with what Riley's explanation was for this rock clip here. Riley said, the rock clip was a gamble off-screen flick. I knew the objective was over there and I saw a radar ping in my peripheral vision, so tried to land facing it. My aim looks weird after the flick because I used way too much force for the motion. My super big off-screen flicks are really inconsistent because I'm not used to using my arm much. There's funny lore about the arm thing. My desk did not have room for both a monitor stand and my mouse pad, so I had to start using my mouse at a horrible position by default, causing me to almost never use my arm. I have a lot of hand cam videos of me on Kovacs complaining about it. I have since fixed it by getting a monitor arm for my second monitor, but this was super recent, so I'm still adjusting. And then Riley provided me with some clips showing the Kovacs hand position on the mouse pad sort of thing. As you can see, the arm position is way too high up on the mouse pad, and this causes there to be very little room for Riley to actually play with at the top of the mouse pad, which means Riley has to end up actually...
I'm learning things. I'm gonna be a better player, a better Rimworld player, because I can flick over here. I'm flicking over there. I'm flicking over here. I'm down here, over here.
Picking up the mouse off the mouse pad a lot, and for those of you that don't know, sometimes picking up your mouse off a mouse pad and then setting it back down has these crazy fast flick things that happen. And some people use them a lot in their gameplay, believe it or not. Yes, this is all weird, cringe aim knowledge, but I'm just trying to tell you what I know about.
I mean, if I want someone to tell me if this is cheating or not, it's an autistic man who's bringing all of his little teeny bit of information to tell me why this is a thing.
About it. Sounds ridiculous. People do it all the time. I hate to break it to you guys. People do it all the time. I've done it. I've even done more blatant looking things where I kill a random guy and I just flick over to a random smoke and I actually do kill someone through the smoke, which looks even worse than this. So Riley is running towards the C flag, prior knowledge of the C flag existing in the first place. Then we see this, okay, boom. There's a person right here, C flag to the left, clip farming playstyle. What's gonna happen? Riley, of course, flicks to the left into the wall towards the C flag. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of people on the flag. So let's watch this again. Runs towards the C flag, kills this guy, flicks into the wall, and there's actually a guy right there. I'll zoom in the video. There's a guy tucked in the corner right there. You can just barely see him. There's a guy right here spotted with his symbol over his head that Riley kills, and then there's another guy that is kind of has his back turned towards Riley at the beginning of the clip. And as you can see, after Riley kills the first guy, Riley actually didn't even see that player because Riley started running. Why would you stop shooting and start running if you saw that player beforehand or knew that player was there? You wouldn't. You would just simply keep running. Now, about this flick placement in particular, gonna have to boot up the good old MS Paint for this. All right.
Oh, 2-in-1 2-in-1 stream. No.
Editing software that I can go frame by frame by. Now, Riley has prior knowledge of this person being on the flag, and they're spotted on the minimap, and let's just see how this plays out. And I'm going to try to point this out in the most coherent way possible. There's honestly like almost too much to go over here. I'm just going to try to point out things that really matter. So, Riley kills this person, and then we'll go frame by frame from here out. You can see a frame counter, right, in the bottom middle. I'll blow it up for you guys in post if you can't see it. We're in frame 587 right now. Riley kills this guy, and the flick from this guy to Riley's left starts at about frame 592. So as you can see, 592 to 593 is where we see the first turn to the left. Now it goes from 593 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8, and then to 9. 8 is where the flick is at its most, its leftmost point, or what people were calling it, like when it locked, right? When Riley locked onto the player, supposedly. And then the clip plays here, and I will go, play through the clip. Riley shoots, strafing to the right, peeking the flag, and then as we can see, there's nobody that Riley locked onto. There's just nobody there. And I will play this in slow motion again.
That's nuts. It's nuts that like all it takes is looking a little bit closer and you can see just how off it is.
There's a guy here. There's a guy to the left of Riley's crosshair. And then as you can see, that guy moves, and there is another guy behind the initial person. Now, bear with me here. There's a lot to unpack. Let's go back and take a look at frame 598, where Riley locks on to somebody, and we need to understand some very important things about the minimap and where Riley's truly looking, and then the placement of the people on the flag, and then who this person spotted in the minimap actually is. So, if I can just somehow zoom in here to the minimap, this will just have to do. You can see that frame 598, where Riley's crosshair is at its most quote-unquote locked point, you can see where Riley is looking via the minimap. There's this person in the corner here, and then there are two people we know are on the flag. So if you draw a line, a straight line here, Riley never locked on to anybody. How do we know Riley never locked on to anybody? Well, if you draw a straight line, you can see that Riley's line is just ever so slightly, maybe to the left of the C flag, maybe directly at the C flag. And if we zoom out here, we can see that it is actually definitively to the left of the C flag. Now, if we zoom back in here and we play this frame by frame, you can see that when Riley peeks the flag, just bear with me here. There's a guy here. You can see this guy, right? That's the guy spotted on the minimap. Very important, because I'm going to go back in the clip, right? And we're going to point out that this guy was actually...
This is this is peak autism at its finest. And I just love it because it absolutely proves the blatant random shit wrong that Smash JT said about it.
Always there, and it was the initial person that went on the C flag. But anyway, pushing through this clip here, frame by frame, no one in the crosshair, nobody to the left of the C flag. There's a guy here, there's a guy here, there's a guy here. Nobody to the left of the C flag on the initial lock. So again, we'll go back to frame 598, the leftmost point of the lock, where people are saying Riley locked onto somebody through the wall, and we'll go back to the minimap here. We'll go back to the minimap. Bear with me here. Back to the minimap. You will see that if you draw a straight line, and if you consider the crosshair placement on screen, there was never anyone to the left of the C flag at the moment Riley locked on. So this is an example of this playstyle that I mentioned previously. This is a clip farm playstyle. For every one of these moments that make it into a video, there are probably 50 that fail, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And again, I will just play this frame by frame, and I will zoom in best I can again. When Riley peeks the flag, there is absolutely nobody that she locked onto in her crosshair. There's this guy here who is on the minimap the entire time. There's this guy who gets...
Just seems like everyone bitching about this has a skill issue.
Because I think Riley's recon teammates looked at this guy and auto-spotted him. And then there's the other dude. Oh my Jesus Christ. Then there's this other guy behind the spotted guy that appears. And I will just let the clip play, and I will zoom out a bit. As you can see, as this clip plays, there is nobody to the left of the C flag at all. So this clip is, again, nothing suspicious. It looks suspicious if you don't want to deep dive into the clip, but there is nothing.
That's right.
And I will jump back in this clip real quick and show you the minimap movement of this certain player. So
he's kind of explaining my point, though. They clip this stuff and act like they can do it constantly. But as he points out, that's impossible, and you'd fail 98% of the time. Well, yeah, but he even mentions the fact that she is a clip farmer. That's her play style. So she may like have a terrible KDA because she's constantly getting herself into dangerous situations, but she does it just for the clips where she looks good, because she's hoping, so you can definitely argue that she's baiting people to come watch her stream because she's this amazing player, but the idea that she's cheating is just kind of being completely debunked and thrown out of the window here.
Oh, I guess I'll just go in here and I'll do boom, and then I'll live editing right now. We'll do some live editing. We'll keep an eye on the minimap for this entire time, right? And as you can see, let's just make sure you can see it. Do you see this guy right here that's on the C flag? People were saying that the guy that was spotted, right, I guess wasn't the person that Riley killed. And they're correct. They are correct. But this is the person that made Riley flick to the C flag. And we will, again, I suppose, just go in here and then restore this. And I will point out to you that this person that was on the minimap is the person shooting right here. Do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see this muzzle flash? Right there. And as you can see on the minimap, once again...
Jeez.
On the minimap, once again, they're shooting. This is the same frame on the minimap. So there was some confusion saying, oh, this guy in the minimap at that particular moment might have been behind a wall, might have been a different person. No, it was always the same person that was on the minimap in the corner from the start of the clip.
Yeah, they're baiting, but if your bait is you can do this constantly, then people's reactions will be, that's BS. And if you do it constantly, then the only way that's possible is cheating. Yeah, I mean, I see that. That's the problem with baiting in general. So it can go either way with anybody, but I mean, even players who are consistent like this could be called out as being cheaters, right? I'm sure there's always people who want to call out cheaters in those groups, but like I said, you can argue over them baiting people and not being as good as they say they are, but it doesn't seem like they're a cheater, at least not in this instance. I don't even have any idea what I'm going to do here. Who is Annabelle? Child? No, you're out of here.
He just shot, stopped shooting, which took him off the minimap, and then shot again, which put him back on the minimap. Okay? I don't know if any of that made sense. I think it made sense. But the TLDR of this clip is that, we'll just watch it in full time. We'll just watch it in real time. The TLDR of this clip is, this is a side effect of a random clip farming moment where Riley tried to flick to a flag that Riley had prior knowledge of to try to hit a clip to put in a Twitter montage. That is literally all this clip is. The outrage regarding this clip is utterly ridiculous. And actually, Riley got the Twitch channel that they stream on mass reported and falsely banned. When I emphasize falsely banned because of this clip, right? And here's the appeal. Here's the initial ban that Riley sent me. The appeal was denied, right? And Riley's Twitch account was, I think, suspended.
Why are people getting worked up over cheating or not cheating? This is a tale as old as time. True, but it got worse. It went from cheating to they're trans.
24 hours. As of recording this video, Riley is unbanned, so they will be back to streaming. Just want to make this very clear. Twitch did not ban Riley because Riley was quote-unquote proven to cheat. That is not what happened. Twitch suspended Riley's account due to mass reports from Reddit and likely Twitter as well.
Yes.
And this happened again to Riley in Delta Force, which of course Riley made a video for, similar to the one that they made in Battlefield 6. So in my opinion, watching not only the clips that I went over in this video, but every single...
I'm just saying why I don't care. People said it's cheating. Obviously, if you claim to be able to do something all the time when you can only do that by cheating, then don't act surprised when they do. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there. I agree with you there on those points. So, yeah, I mean, that like I said, I think everybody's knee-jerk reaction was to go, this is obviously cheating, right? It's pretty clear that it looks like cheating. But then with, oh God, I need more storage. But when you take a deeper look at it, and that's kind of my argument is no one wants to take a deeper look at it and actually like figure out what's going on. Everyone just wants to try and dogpile here and there because cheating or trans. So yeah, you play the game, like you play the bait game, you're going to have bait problems. And I mean, even he said she's had problems in other communities with doing this kind of stuff. So it's a play stupid games, win stupid prizes, I guess.
Single clip in this video, Riley is not cheating. They have demonstrated the same aim talent in every single game they have played. And I personally think the hatred and vitriol that has been spawned due to these clips is fucking disgusting and disgraceful. I really do. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I'm talking about like 50 million views, 100 million views on some of the quote tweets. Obviously because of the way Riley streams with the cat VTuber and the way Riley talks and everything, they're naturally susceptible to online, you know, hatred and bullying, whatever you want to say. But the fact of the matter is, in my opinion, the clips aren't fucking cheated. Yeah. The clips are not fucking cheated. They're not. It's just a weird-ass play style that people aren't used to seeing in a game that has beamy gunplay and snappy fucking mechanics, or whatever you want to say. It looks crazy when someone with good aim is playing it. And I suppose you could say Riley made a video that baited people into thinking a certain thing because, of course, there are aimers, right? There are people that post these aim montages that specifically post them to bait cheat accusations. I don't think that's what I doing here. The caption for the tweet was something like the most locked in cat girl you'll ever see in Battlefield 6. It wasn't something like inflammatory, like, oh my god, like my aim is the best ever or something like that. So again, these clips aren't cheated in my opinion. If I thought they were cheated, I would have called it out myself. I would have probably also made a video the exact opposite style that I'm making right now covering this. And if Team EXE didn't remove Riley, I would have removed myself from the team, because obviously I don't want to be associated with anything like that. So there's that. I hope this video made sense to anybody watching it. I know it was kind of awkward with the fucking Sony Vegas editing and all that shit that I was doing. That's the best way I could figure out on the fly how to do it. There it is. That's the best explanation I can present. I personally don't think Riley's cheating. Thank you for watching and have a great night.
All right. So, like, pretty much to me, looking at that and going through it shows that they weren't cheating, right? You can argue the baiting. You can argue whether she was baiting to make people think she cheated or not, but it's pretty clear that she's not cheating. We need more schizos like him to deep dive things. Bless his soul. Fair. Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree with you there. I mean, because it clearly broke it down, frame by frame, something that no one else was willing to even look at or do. They just want to make baseless claims. Riley cheated my feelings. She cheated me out of being mad at a cheater. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave this section here now. Do I have anything else on that? No, that was pretty much it on the aimbot drama. I mean, like I said, it's been absolutely brain dead. What was I saying? The transphobia allegations on both sides is just dumb culture war, shitting all over it. It never would have gotten so big if it wasn't for that. People would have called her a cheater, and it would have just been that, right? So that's it. You still have the live stream. Thank you. Dang. Let's watch the live stream and see that portion of it. And then I just fucked it all up. All right. Where was that? I just had that. Where was it? I'm now going to go to my other Twitter. My not so secret Twitter. Z Twitter. Don't worry. I'll get to it. Let me shrink it down. Let me go to my notifications with damaged leaked videos of me in my tub. I don't appreciate that. The lawsuit is coming. Okay, go to Twitch. Whoa.
My boss calls me in the middle of a battle and it's all...
Oop, I don't give a fuck. Let's do this so I don't... Let's do this so I don't leak something that I don't want to leak here. I'll just start a GoFundMe. Here we go. Boop. We'll actually pause Rimworld for a minute so we can kind of watch this. Oh, nope, not what I wanted to do. Reading. All right. So let's watch this.
Where are you?
Oh, fucking ad.
Under the weather! Respawn by Razor. Get lost in the game.
1 hour and what, 10 you said? 1 hour and 10 minutes? There we go. There we go. Oh, down immediately. Down immediately.
KD ruined. It's over. GG. I feel like they need to cut off like the back half of this map. It's like a little too big for King of the Hill. But I could also just be a noob. Oh, everyone's dead. Sir Clips on Twitter decided to check out the stream. You're cracked. Any tips on target switching? The biggest thing that helped me improve at target switching was
That was a good kill.
trying to like be like controlled and like accurate before trying to speed up.
Yeah, I mean, you can I mean, you can clearly see like, yeah, she's clipping stuff together. It's not a full representation. What, we've been here like a couple of minutes and she's already died 3 times.
Yeah. But if you just try to like send every flick as fast as possible, there's like so much instability. So if you just like slow down like 5%, it's like so easy. Like pushing speed is like really hard to get consistent with. Is this the streamer ruining modern gaming? Yep, that's me. Is he? Yep.
Yeah, even in that one, he ran mostly past that person before, you know, even trying to take a shot at him.
Dude, I cannot believe that. He's actually just prone into the fucking truck. Skirtle's ruining FPS for being too cracked. It's true.
Yeah, I mean,
Fucking far. Oh my god. You think accused of cheating by people that have probably never held a mouse in their life? Yeah, it's awesome. True severe. I should.
So it's clear that they just turned their aimbot off so that they look like they are not as good as they normally are. That's what it is. That's what it is. As you can see, it's pretty standard gameplay, nowhere near the levels the highlights imply. Yeah, right. I mean, it's like he was saying. They are a clip farmer, so they're trying to get as many clips as possible as fast as possible, ends up with them dying a lot, and then stitching together all the clips that make them look good. This is pretty open and shut case. Like, absolutely anyone who's saying that this person is cheating is brain dead. So I think case closed at this point. Cat girl innocent, or cat boy, whatever is going on. So there we go. That case is over and done with. And we still have about an hour. I like it. So let me rename the stream. Done with cat girls. On to fucked up games. Now you have to debate Smash JT about it. Smash doesn't have the balls to come on a debate with me. He doesn't have the cojones. He won't even engage with me on Twitter, right? What he does on Twitter is if he feels like I got some dig on him, he'll come and say some simple statement like, this is the most retarded thing I've ever heard, and then never say another word. And he does that because he knows retards are going to come in, and it doesn't do anything. I can just ignore pretty much all of them and still make fun of him and still mog him and still fucking call him out for being a retard. None of those guys have any balls to come on and challenge me on any of my ideas. So there's that. Maybe one day when I'm a little bigger and a little louder, they'll be forced to. So we're done with that one. But I figured we've been watching, we've been watching games. Smash only goes to his hug boxes. Yeah, he's only going to go to his hug boxes, or he's only going to go after people who can't punch back, right? It's the whole thing where they'll be like, so-and-so blocked me. And then you post their block and like, oh yeah, you're such a big man. They got nothing to say. Or even worse, you talk about like Nobody and Cult, who has unbanned me. I've started following her again, so we'll see if I get banned again, or not banned, blocked again. But they like to go behind the block and talk shit because they don't have the balls to actually have an argument with me. Anyway, enough of me going in on that. Let's take a look at this video. Oh, this one's gonna be good. We may not watch this one. It has the you're not, well, it didn't come up with the 18 plus, but then again, my account probably is naturally marked that way because I pay for whatchamacallit. Fuck it. Here we go. The 10, you see here, the 10 disturbing horror games with real legal consequences. So, we've been talking about Collective Shout, and how they have been, trying to ruin games, trying to take games down. And it made me want to remember some of the oldies, some of the goodies. We remember 177, the first rape game. Yeah, if it's on YouTube, it's probably safe. True. Well, not 100%. I used to watch a guy named Big Bungie, and you had to wait to see if his videos got taken down before you watched them, because now he doesn't have a channel on YouTube, but for obvious reasons. So yeah, we'll watch this one, see what horrible games we can learn about.
I always thought the worst thing that could happen while playing a horror game was maybe needing therapy afterwards. But turns out some of these games can actually land you in prison. And the scariest part isn't even the games themselves. So like, picture this, you're at Doritos headquarters in 2008, and someone in marketing goes, what'll make people buy more chips?
I kind of hate this video already.
Drama. And somehow everyone just nods and says, yeah.
Oh, thank you. Neither is my...
Doritos trying to prove they could scare you worse than their flamin' hot flavors. The game only worked between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m.
What I meant to do was this.
Business hours would probably hurt productivity or something. You played this guy stuck in a haunted hotel, which sounds pretty normal for a horror game, right? Wrong. See, here's where Doritos went completely insane. The game wanted access to your webcam and your phone number. Not like for fun little Easter eggs like that new horror game coming out where the monster can see you. No, is this
going to be video games though?
Phone while you were playing. Picture you're sitting there at 2 a.m. trying to solve some creepy puzzle, and then your phone rings. You pick up and there's just breathing.
Okay. We're going to find something else, because this doesn't look like... This looks like things that happened with some games that are fairly normal. Like Outlast 2 is in there. I know I have a video. We're gonna post through a video. But yeah, it looks like IRL are ARGs. So, I mean, I like a good ARG. Oh, this is interesting.
Hey guys, and welcome to the video.
Since we're on, you know, stuff like this, let's look at them calling out in Nira. Nira, is that? Yeah, Nira. It's still the Midnight's Doom mod to react. Oh yeah. Do y'all want to do this one about Nira being racist, or do you want to do or do we want to do the Doom ones? This is only 10 minutes. We'll watch this and then we're going to get into some Doom ones because we got plenty of time. So first, VTuber caught after Riley CS drama.
In this video, bro, this is like been the craziest like 2 days of stupid internet drama, and I'm gonna hope I don't offend everyone on this video because I'm gonna try my best not to. But as you guys know, there's this random cat girl online who has been cheating on Battlefield. I made a video on it even earlier on today, kind of just like reacting to how people are just.
Is the Nira one about the recent doc she released? Yeah, this is what it sounds like it's going to be about.
Into it too hardcore. It's like a silly situation. If they're cheating, they deserve to be banned on Twitch, and they are banned currently on Twitch, and if they're not, it is what it is. But dude, this thing got crazy. Now, I'm one of those like more purists, you know, when it comes to online stuff. If someone's cheating, I don't like cheaters, whether it's like a real life relationship or in a video game. I just don't like it, dude. I'm gonna keep it a $1.50. Get out of my game, get out of my Twitch, get out of my YouTube. I don't want to hear your name. That's all, end all be all. I don't really care what gender they are. I don't really care what's going on or other ways. That's and hopefully a lot of you guys are in the same.
Thank you. You don't have to preface it all of this shit. Like, I don't care if a VTuber cheated. Personally. All right, let's get back to like the real talk.
Like it is what it is type vibe, you know what I mean? But right now, dude, it's gotten crazy because this person is trans. That's just how it is. And then that obviously makes things go escalate. And I think you guys know how the internet kind of goes. You got one people saying the other side.
These are almost done. We'll wait.
Thing, and it's kind of just the overall mess. And as a YouTuber, I'd rather just go and sit there and report on the general news because you know what? You believe what you want to believe. I'm not going to go and judge you. If you're a good person, I'm chilling with you. You know, at the end of the day, it's fine. But people have been all over this, dude. Like over here, dude, people are calling this out. 20,000 favorites on this one, dude, with someone saying 40-year-old dude with she, her in bio and cheating on Battlefield Day 0. What a cool guy. And then we also have other people out here too as well saying, calling out people trying to do witch hunts, which we're getting into in a second. You know, people also saying like, hey, reminder over here, like be gentle, it's a she, her, be polite, you know, with even more stuff. And obviously a lot of these comments are all over the place, bro. The internet, internet's definitely a place, you know, on both ends, you know, I can't say nothing. But I do want to call out this one VTuber, because one thing I think we can all agree that we dislike, number one, besides cheaters, but I think like that's been kind of overly milked and discussed enough. If they're cheating, they suck. If they're not cheating, I wish them well. I hope they get them banned on Twitch. I really don't give two shits. I'm gonna keep it a $1.50. It is entertaining drama, but the drama's kind of died out. The game's gone, so whatever. But if you guys want to watch the videos, or if you guys came to my channel from those, you know, shout out to you guys. But this person over here has gone through the entire cycle. This person, this Nyara person, and this is what this video is dedicated on. Because I don't want to be a dedicated hater out here too as well. Because like I said, people, like this is probably the funniest.
Okay, I need you to get to the point.
Knows what they're talking about, can tell you everything they're doing is humanly possible. It requires insane levels of autism, but it is still possible. This is like the final take I don't want to say. If it's going on and they play the game nonstop and they do aim labs 24/7 and they're not cheating, whatever, moving on, it's fine. It's not my life, not my prerogative, who cares? But some people are just grifters at the end of the day. And this is my first hot take video. If this is stupid, leave a comment down below. And if I'm having hot takes as well, make fun of me. I'm okay with that. That's fine. I'm not monetized, so it doesn't really matter if I get money or subs or whatever. I'm just doing this for fun. But this person right here, I have never seen tweet more in my entire life. And I believe at this point they've actually went and even deleted these tweets. This person has to get offline. And I'm not trying to be a hater, although I am trying to.
I mean, okay, you must not be online much, because everybody, there's tons of accounts that are just constantly tweeting, especially if they're some kind of influencer in some fashion, right? It's kind of the whole thing. Like, not all, obviously, YouTubers tweet constantly, but this is pretty common. You took that personally? Yeah, you're in everybody's shit. Every time I look at a fucking tweet now, there's damaged.
To be a critiquer at the end of the day, because a lot of these comments, dude, have just been non-stop. This person, non-stop.
Okay, God, this is I'm regretting this video.
All of this stuff over here, dude. There's a scroll wheel.
Read them.
Just talking non-stop. I made, at this point, 3 YouTube videos on it. I'm already milking it, bro. But these people milk this stuff so hardcore. And I could appreciate them standing up for what they like and what they believe in. Sure. I could appreciate someone who's on Twitter 24/7. You got some issues in real life? I get it.
Okay. You fucking said nothing in the first half of the video. This is only a 10-minute video, and you're just yapping.
That's fine. But the issue here, and
we love being reply guys and orbiters. I love you for it too.
Craziest one is they're calling out everyone, dude. They're going everywhere. They're reposting stuff. They're doing all these things, whatever, dude. But they had to make a tweet longer today saying, hey, everyone, as a creator who is very vocal about trans rights and calling out bigotry, which we can tell. I do also want to remind everyone this is kind of more of a grifter in my opinion, because they're clearly doing it for attention. Like, I can appreciate someone saying trans rights or whatever, bro. You go for it, man. I'm all for it. Whatever, it's fine. But you don't got to make 100 tweets about it, first and foremost. But second of all, they were calling out people, bro. They were calling people out. So there was even a deeper drama too in this all, saying, why? So VTuber Riley CS, the cat girl, has been banned from Twitch. Their Battlefield 6 clip has recently gone viral amidst these cheating allegations. And then Camilla, who's another content creator, drops the hope he never comes back with the cute little cat emoji and the smiley face. And then people were mad, dude, because they, misgendered them and they're upset about it. But this person specifically over here is like went hardcore, dude. Hardcore. Saying, why is Camilla misgendering a trans woman who is currently the target of a harassment campaign? Saying, Navarro is then trying to organize their own witch hunt on Camilla just because she.
Oh.
And then the funny thing is, their response after this all was kind of quote unquote sort of was the tweet has been deleted.
Oh, here they come.
Responded, so you can do the same now. Oof. Like, you're trying to act like this, like, you said these words, I mean, maybe we're trying to be bygones, that's fine. But like, bro, you said these words. And it's crazy because the comments are like, you don't even make the rules around here. Nah, because you look like
Camille already clarified and all the parties are happy. This is a nothing burger. Did they really? Like, I looked at the the docket, right? I read it. And to me, yeah, it's a nothing burger. It's so she said some shit, back in the day. I really could not care less. Oh, it's not about the doc. What is it about then? Why is Camilla misgendering the trans woman? Is that what we're getting at? I don't know who Camilla is either. Yeah, I mean, to me, this too is a nothing burger. So you said they've already talked and got it out. That's the thing. So it's not even about what I thought it was.
Asshole. And like, you are trying to milk the situation all over the place. People are like, no, dude.
Okay, all right, I'm done with this guy. It's the person on the comment on the video. Yeah. Well, yeah, I see her on there. I've just never interacted or seen her before online. We're done. This guy isn't even really talking about anything. He's just yapping on on the channel. So let's pull up some unhinged mods. Oh, the usual suspects thought she was. Oh yeah, they love to think that that people are gonna go at each other. Let's see here. Oh, what's this? All right, hold on one second here. Bum, 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 bum. Boop, 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 boop. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Bridge not burned, guys. Bridge not burned. Anyways, let's watch some unhinged, absolutely unhinged mods. Where's feed to piggy pig? It's time to eat. Hey, Knox. I'm getting distracted. Let's see here. Just keep going up to get to the. There we go. I will say this guy Midnight, he needs to come up with a different title name. Every one of these videos has, well, most of these videos have the same the same name. This is illegal. This is very illegal. This is illegal. This is illegal. All right. Hold on. Whoa. His thumbnail game is a meme. Yeah, I can see. All right. So this is going to be about a very, very controversial Doom mod. The one called Columbine. I was in high school when this happened.
The 20th of April of 1999, one of the most, if not the most significant and impacting.
I still have the Columbine Doom mod. It's a fun piece of modding history. Oh yeah, I agree. Not that great of gameplay though. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, you can definitely say it's in bad taste, right? I don't know when it was made or how soon after, but that's a very touchy subject to a lot of people.
Incident in the history of the United States, one that would inspire several individuals to go down the same path, took place in the metropolitan area of Denver, Colorado. That incident being the Columbine High School Massacre, where two students, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, murdered in cold blood 12 of their classmates, one teacher, and minutes after, themselves. At this point in time, October of 2023.
It's definitely bad taste, but I enjoy engaging with legal taboo media. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like there's definitely for me a First Amendment argument that they have the right to make the game, right? And there's been other things in media that have come out similar to it that, don't even tiptoe, just go straight into the subject. So I think just trying to forget it and say that you can't make it is not necessarily a good argument. But it also depends on how it's done, right?
Almost 9,000 days after this hellish nightmare took place, the word Columbine is instantly associated with two things: school shootings and violent video games, such as Mortal Kombat and Doom. As you may or may not know, Eric Harris was an avid fan of the video game Doom. In 1996, he created a private website.
Oh, that's right. He was a Doom Wads guy. I completely forgot about that.
America Online to host the levels or WODs he created himself in Doom, Doom 2, and even Quake for everyone to play. Most of his Doom WODs have been lost to time, yet, as of the recording of this video, 6 out of the dozens of WODs Eric Harris created have been recovered, those being UAC Labs, Deathmatch in Bricks, Fight Me, Hockey, Killer, and Station.
His WODs are banned from Doom World. Yeah, I could see where they would want to separate themselves from those. I think that's fair.
All of these WODs have one thing in common, that being that they let us know with little details just how much hatred Eric had against society. Yet there's still one WOD that no one has been able to find. I'm talking about Real Doom /Real Death.WOD, which according to the 11,000 page FBI report on the Columbine shooting is a one-on-one recreation of the Columbine High School made by Eric Harris, a Doom WOD where Eric and Dylan would rehearse the plan over and over until the day it was executed. And well, here it is.
Oh no.
Before I continue onward, due to the sensibility of this topic, I'm really putting myself and my channel's integrity in danger. So if you like this type of content and want to support the Doomsturbing series, smash the like button and let me know down below in the comments what disturbing Doom WOD or disturbing game I should try next. Because you know, I always read all of your comments, all of them, and reply as well. With that being said, let's download the Eric Harris Doom WODs, drag them into GC Doom, and dive straight back into the mind of 18-year-old Eric Harris. My friends, this video was sponsored by Gamersubs. Use code MIDNIGHT to get 10% off your order and get cool shit as well. I'd like to take this chance and thank everyone who has used my code. For every time code MIDNIGHT is used, we get closer to our own flavor, Spartan Piss. Thank you so much for the support, and I really hope you enjoy. The 24th of September of 2017, a user going by the name of 14 Jamar posted this on the forums of archive.org. Eric Harris Doom WODs, and a zip file containing all of the 6 known recovered WODs for Doom 2 made by one of the perpetrators of Columbine. One thing to note here is that these are the original files, and we can see the date they were last modified. All of these Doom WODs date all the way back to early and late 1996. The year I was born into this world, 27.
Oh god, he's a baby.
Start checking these WODs in chronological order, beginning with Deathmatch in Bricks. May the 1st of March 1996, Bricks is a map built for Deathmatch multiplayer, which was a huge thing back in the 1990s. Instead of Nightmare we get Yeah Freaking Nut. Well, why not? Not that it matters of course, as this is Deathmatch. As you can see, this map doesn't have much going for it. The only thing of value here are the changed weapon sound effects, which do sound very strange. Rocket launcher. Oh wait, the sound effects are different. How does the pistol sound? What about the combat shotgun? That doesn't sound like a shotgun at all. What in the living fuck was that sound? Oh, I found the minigun too. Die, you piece of shit. And a plugin of Eric's own America Online email. Like all of us, Eric had a different alias online, it being Rep I Do Maker, or and most commonly known as Rep Doomer. If we go to the text file attached to bricks.wod, we can see that Eric invited and welcomed people to send him a mail asking for his awesome WOD called realdoom.zip, and seriously not to use this level as a base to build something else. A common practice inside the modding community was What is was supposed to be? What? 4 months later, on the 16th of July of 1996, Eric published FightMe.wad, another deathmatch level inspired entirely on Mortal Kombat. Excellent. What the fuck? I can't believe Ed Boon scared me. The only thing I can say here is that some days ago I participated in my very first fighting game tournament, and I was playing Mortal Kombat 1. Scorpion all the way, baby. Going back to the WOD. Again, this WOD has nothing going for it, besides being a fun custom game to play with your friends. Oh wait, what is this button? Yeah. Con madre way. Mortal Kombat! If we go to the text file, we can see that Eric is once again very excitingly promoting his Real Doom patch. 3 days after posting Fight Me, Eric posted Killer.wad on the 19th of July of 1996. And yet again, this is another deathmatch map.
And yeah, this is what one of the things that they use towards video games bad is because he was making these Doom wads. Like that had anything to do with him completely being unhinged to begin with.
Possible. Okay, I guess this is yet another deathmatch map. What are you supposed to be? Are you some kind of tree? I don't know, but you're scary. A very aesthetically pleasing to say the least. It reminds me to the old maps of Halo Combat Evolved for some strange reason. For every map made by Eric, you can expect different sound effects for all weapons basically. I got the plasma rifle. Other than that, it's just a cool deathmatch map. Man, this guy really wants everyone to ask for his Real Doom WOD, as you can see. 6 days later, the 25th of July of 1996, Eric posted Station.wad, a level that takes place in an abandoned space station out in the middle of a funky galaxy. Alright, I guess. Welcome to Station.wad by Eric.
I wonder how the community would react if I made 2 mods. One, you playing as Smash taking out a bunch of Alyssas, and one as you are Alyssa taking out a bunch of Smash. Watch both sides lose it. That would be hilarious. It's not a bad idea.
I picked up, what the fuck? Wait, what? I'm stuck. I don't know what type of sick joke is this, but it took me forever to get out of here. And this is supposed to be a map for deathmatch once again. I pray for everyone that fell in this trap back in the 1990s. Que pinche mamada.
Alright, we're getting out of here.
Diosito, escuchaste mis plegarias. The skybox is... I was about to say, what is this level of my house interdimensional trap?
Oh, and the map is a courthouse? Beautiful.
We have the rocket launcher.
See, I wish I could say how much... I've looked at some WOD games, but it's mostly like interests in... when it comes into like my horror stuff. Like, I don't remember the name of it. Maybe it was The House or something like that. Was like a really interesting WOD where it wasn't really about fighting the demons. It was about the house changing as you moved through it. And I thought that was a very interesting take, very interesting thing.
That sounds like a jet. If I'm not mistaken, found this room with a... I'm sorry, my friends.
My house WOD broke out the Doom bubble. It was that good. Oh yeah, I've only watched a video of it. I haven't played any Doom WODs myself, but man, that one was fun to watch the playthrough of it and the guy talk about it. So
Can't help it. Whenever I see a BFG, a big freaking gun, I suddenly get the urge of grabbing it and shooting it.
Swallow this.
What?
Swallow this.
One
We're taking a risk.
in this video is that this might be Eric's own voice, something that in its own right is not something special, but I don't know, it just gives me a sort of twisted feeling, if that makes sense.
Swallow this.
Sometime in 1996, Eric posted hockey.wad, and I do not know about you, but knowing just how limited technology, especially Doom mapping, was back in the day, this hockey stadium is really well made, yet for some reason I feel very uncanny while navigating this map.
Really?
I don't know, I just feel that something very bad might happen at any point in the game. Imagine if out of nowhere someone spawns in the middle of the field. That would be the most fucked up thing in the world. Oh. And last but certainly not least, we arrive to UAC Labs. May the 1st of September of 1996, this WAD is undoubtedly the beginning of the end. I already made a video about this WAD last year, and there I go in great detail about everything we can find inside of it, link down below.
I understand.
In short, Eric made a huge troll WAD with insane demon placements and an absurd amount of them. 4 barons, 1 cyber demon, like 10 Hell Knights. I wonder where all of these demons are gonna come from. Yet, if you look closely, you can see that the demon death sprite animations have more gore. That's because Eric made them all himself, and to give credit where credit is due, it seems that Eric was the first person in the world to do such a thing with Doom. Add more blood to an already bloody game. In the text file attached to UAC Labs, Eric wrote this. Authors may not use this level as a base to build additional levels. You may not change a damn thing in this WAD. If you do, I'll blow you up and it will be cool.
What does that mean?
This is just a message written by a 15-year-old edgelord. Yet, knowing what happened just 2 years later, that couldn't be further from the truth. Let's go back to Eric's personal website. In the beginning, Eric used this website just to host his maps for Doom. Yet, in early 1997, Eric began to vent his emotions and true persona here as well. At first, Eric will just talk about.
By the way, the blood spatter on the walls is a GZ Doom feature. Eric Harris did not make them. Oh, okay. So he stole them and then didn't want people to steal his stuff. Huh. Typical.
About the mischief and vandalism he caused with his friends, stuff like lighting fireworks in prohibited places, etc. But as time went on, the post began to show Eric's hatred and resentment against society. By mid-1997, Eric's blog was filled with instructions on how to make homemade explosives, and in August of 1997, at the age of 16, Eric let the internet know about his murderous fantasies. In quotes, "All I want to do is scale."
No, I mean the source port Midnight is using to play the Harris level has the feature on default. Oh, okay.
And injure as many of you as I can, especially a few people like Brooks Brown, which was a classmate of his in Columbine High School. Of course, this was brought to the attention of Brooks' parents, the school, authorities, and, as you guessed it, never really got anywhere. That was until January of 1998, where Eric and his.
If you open the levels on a more vanilla focused source port, it doesn't have the blood spatter. Oh, okay. So you have to have that specific source port to see it. Hey, Grizzle, what's going on? Yeah, you missed all the trans talk about cheating, and now we're on Unhinged Doom WADs.
His friend Dylan were arrested for stealing computer components from a parked van and were sentenced to a juvenile diversion program where they had to attend mandatory anger management classes, something that made everything worse. shortly after the van break-in, Eric reverted back to only hosting Doom maps on his site and vents all of his emotions and thoughts into his personal journal, one that I was able to get a hold of. In quotes, "The human race isn't worth fighting for, only worth killing." In this journal, Eric touched upon his sexuality and how he would like to enjoy it, with things like having cannibalistic sex with the already dead body of a woman and eat her flesh while doing so. La neta no sé qué decir.
Yep, not at all unhinged.
Time and want to read something like this? Do it. It is one of the most unhinged pieces of text I've ever read, with each paragraph getting crazier and psychotic. The Columbine High School massacre is one of the worst incidents in the history of the United States. Eric and Dylan, the perpetrators, had been planning the shooting for almost a full year before it happened. And Eric had some thoughts about the plan that had a lot of people pointing fingers when they read his journal. In quotes, "The shooting, it's going to be like Doom. I must not be sidetracked by my feelings of sympathy, so I'll force myself to believe that
it's shit like that is what brought, saying things like that is what brought it into light that like video games are evil. It's just ammo that's used to add fuel to politicians' fire. And it sucks because it's not the video games that made this guy the way he is. It's something in his life. And he used the video games to try and help feed that thing that was already there, but it didn't turn him into a killer.
That everyone is just another monster, another demon from Doom. According to the FBI's report and the basement tapes, which I'm not going to cover in this video, Eric had named the sort of shotgun he used in the plan.
Yeah, they were very disturbed individuals. So
Arlene, just like a character found in the Doom novels, and that he had created a level that was a one-on-one recreation of the Columbine High School. A lot of people believe this to just be a myth, and that Eric was just a loud-mouthed edgelord. Yet, the truth lies in the eye of the beholder, as they say. In every map made by Eric Harris prior to the incident, he excitingly promoted his real Doom patch in the text files, and that you need to email him to get it. UAClabs.wad, which is Eric's most known map, has an ending screen containing some of the WADs he posted previously. And well, there it is. The 17th of September of 2018, 14 Jamar, yet again, posted this on archive.org, Columbine Doom 2. This is a very dark and quite disrespectful mod that will make you feel like shit in the process. For
Jesus.
I downloaded the WAD and launched it, and let's just say that this wasn't a good idea. This WAD is of unknown origin. Nobody knows where it came from. Not even Jamar himself knows where it came from. He believes it originates from pre-2016 4chan, which makes a lot of sense, but no one really knows. As far as I'm concerned, this might be the real deal. In this mod, you can play as Dylan Klebold or Eric Harris. Yet, apparently, Eric's character crashes the whole thing. So we will choose Dylan instead. Well, here we are. The Columbine.
Oh shit.
That is made very clear when you start this WAD are the sound of your footsteps. We spawn outside the school in the parking lot, and there's already a ton of people running. One thing that I found interesting is that there's zombie men scattered through the entirety of the school, and you are not able to damage them, no matter what you do. The only entities that can take damage are the cars, people, and yourself. Someone really took its time to make this WAD. Auditorium.
Jesus.
Library Media Center. What are you supposed to be? It looks like a Doom guy sprite but with something else. Oh! Before the incident began, Eric bombs all across the school's cafeteria and parking lots. The bombs were set to detonate at 11:15 a.m., killing the 400 plus students that were in the cafeteria at the moment, and even more if the school structure collapsed. The bombs outside in the parking lot were set to detonate when the place was full of police officers and distressed parents. Yet, thankfully, all of the bombs failed to detonate. This attack was initially a bombing, but after the bombs failed to detonate, Eric and Dylan moved to plan B, kill everyone in sight. Eric and Dylan killed in cold blood 2 students in the west hallway and 9 students in...
I sent you a DM, but it's not stream related or important. Just something I found funny, so read it whenever. All right, sure thing. Now that you've said it, I'm going to go look at it immediately, pull it up on stream, and read it for the class.
One teacher inside the school's library where most of the madness took place. I know that this is just a word for Doom, a video game, something that doesn't exist in the physical plane. Yet, it's strange how the mind works. Playing this, I felt a huge sense of guilt plaguing my thoughts. Of course, if you do not know the context of this might pass as just another Doom word. But knowing about the Columbine incident while playing this, inevitably your emotions take over, and you feel the weight of your actions in the game instinctively. At least that's how I felt. I don't know why, I cannot give a concrete reason as to why I feel that way, but for some reason I feel very wrong for doing this. I wonder if this is actually a one-on-one recreation.
I can tell you 100%, I couldn't play this game. Like, there's reasons more than just the Columbine, but yeah, I couldn't play this.
Of the Columbine High School. Moments before the attack began, Eric uploaded to his private website and the Columbine High School's network his life's work, his very own Magnus.
Yeah, it feels that evil, or like you're there's something just wrong with it. That's all you can say.
A word for Doom 2 called Tier, which is German for animal. Yet, as you have guessed it, this word is currently lost and no one has been able to take a hold of it, at least not yet.
A lot of taboo media can get into your mental if you aren't careful. Yeah, that's true. And see, most of it for me personally doesn't tend to bother me, right? There's been stuff that as I've gotten older has, like especially if you're getting into taboo media, legal taboo media about children and harm in that sense. But this one holds particular emotional responses for me.
The FBI's report on the incident concludes that Eric was a clinical psychopath and the mastermind behind this whole plan, while Dylan was diagnosed with depression and
I want to be clear, I was never there at Columbine. I never I was in Florida, way far away from this when it happened.
Primarily participated in the plan as a means to end his life. The supervisor in charge of the investigation said this about the two. Eric wanted the school to kill and didn't care if he died, while Dylan just wanted to die and didn't care if others
that's part of it, yeah.
Died as well. Several lawsuits were filed against video game manufacturers across the United States, some of which were filed against id Software, but were dismissed by a US district judge, as there was no way the makers of violent video games could have reasonably foreseen that their products would cause the Columbine shooting or any other acts of violence. And well, that's where the story of Columbine and its association with Doom ends. Or does it? I found out that there's a group of Eric and Dylan fans called the Columbiners, and honestly,
Jesus.
I don't even know if I should cringe or just disconnect myself from the internet forever. La neta del planeta, los Columbiners son unos imbéciles. ¿Qué más puedo decir?
Yeah, I agree with you, bud.
My friends, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and do not forget to leave a huge like and a comment for the algorithm gods. It took me a full month to bring this video together, so all of that would be greatly appreciated.
Dude, you're working too hard. You just got to do what I do. Just take 30 minutes to load up your stream, find a few random videos, if possible, get people that watch you to just send them to you, and you're done.
Appreciate it. Anyways, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I wish you a great weekend. Thank you so much for your support, and stay safe, my friend. Adios. Bye.
goodness. Yes, I heard about this. Taboo media like this is that are based on real events are always interesting to experience when they make you uneasy. Oh yeah, I mean there's something to be said about that, right? It's there's more realism to it, right? You're put in, like, literally with that mod, you're put in the shoes of the killer. So a normal person would probably wouldn't even be able to play the game in most cases, right? Oh, I knew it. I gotta bring this up. I'm sorry. I gotta bring this up. So if you remember yesterday, Smash JT was doing that weird answering question shit. I don't think a normal person would want to engage with it. Yeah, it takes a certain individual, some of us more fucked up people. So I got information about this, but I hadn't gone and looked it up yet. And this is absolutely unhinged. Like, you want to talk about obsessed? So Smash JT did this on his way back from San Diego, where it's like your fan base can send you anonymous messages, right? And that people were sending him stuff, and he was posting them all over X. But let's look at the time here. 11:25 p.m., right? 11:25 p.m. August 11th. 2:29 p.m. August 11th, Alyssa Mercante did it. So Smash JT saw that Alyssa was doing it and decided to do it too. Like, really? In reality, I wasn't going to talk about this at all, right? Because, yes, you could say, as the kids say, it's kind of cringe, but I think everyone's allowed to be that way from time to time. You know what I mean? So, I wasn't going to say anything about it. But then I heard that Alyssa did it first, and she did. So the guy who says Alyssa Mercante is obsessed with him has made, at this point, hundreds of hours of content on her, used thumbnails of her half naked on his videos, and is following her enough that he did the same exact anonymous messaging thing that she did only a couple hours later. I'm supposed to be Alyssa Mercante's number one white knight. White knight. And I didn't even know she did this. Like, I don't really follow her all that often. I see, a comment from time to time, but it's usually around the anti-woke stuff. So come on, Smash. What's this? Why are you the one that's constantly stalking Alyssa? And it's deranged. It's funny. What time we got here? Oof. I think we're going to end up having to call it at this point. We'll see what's coming up next. We'll watch some videos, and I'm about to break into one of these suckers to try and get some more stuff to make my ship bigger and make it not look so phallic. So anyway, guys, as always, like the stream, like it so that I can get engagement and I can become the grifter that everyone wants me to be. You can subscribe, of course. That always helps. I am only 24 away from reaching my next goal of 100. If you feel super generous, I do have a Streamlabs tip. We love phallic ships. I bet you do. Okay, then next time we'll get stuff to make it more phallic. How about that? But yeah, like and subscribe if you feel generous. I always have my little Streamlabs tip up there, but there's no need for that. I don't need your tips and money. I do this for fun. If you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord. Feed the Pig is where you can give me more content that you want me to watch. You see something you think I'll be interested in, or that you think you want to, or something you want to see me cover, put it in there. Chat with us. We're a very small community, and we just like to joke around a little bit and talk about drama. So, you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys on Friday, all right?